we are on here and YouTube picks it up.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that. Okay. Turn on my little...
It should be there now if you refresh the yamhilltoday.com page. There is no audio yet. There it is.
Got it? Nice.
Why is it? Test, test, test. And welcome, as we're doing a trial here, just doing a quick test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeff, go put your headphones on and do a quick test. 1, 2. While Jeff is making us all go a little cuckoo.
Season for us all, right, Brian?
There you go. How's
yes. That? Okay, I can hear you great.
All right, test. Pregame show starts at 6:45.
45 on the dot.
I'm trying to listen and see. Go ahead and talk. Keep
That'd
talking.
be 6 minutes from now, Brian. When the clock says 14, we're going to be on the field, and it's going to be a nice night. It's a beautiful night. MAC fans filing in front of us. We're in the softball press box across the way.
I know, can't wait.
And yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. Nice field, nice facilities.
All right, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
5 minutes pregame show, 6:45. See you soon.
With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kicking. Rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. Yeah,
We come back here, another quick test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test. This is Brian here. Jeff, go ahead and talk.
I'm going to go ahead and talk, Brian, because I'm here and you've asked me to.
All right.
It's going to be really important that I talk a little tonight. Not much. I'm going to let you do all the talking.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to butt in early. I'm going to wait till mid-season form kicks in.
Mid-season form.
Sometime after West Salem game. We'll get into October. I'll zip it.
Yeah, right. All right. We're a couple minutes away from pregame show, just testing. All righty. We will go back and see you in a few minutes.
With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kicking. Rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. Yam Hill today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride. With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to told.
And welcome to Westview High School. I'm Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey, and we are back for another season of high school football. The Grizzlies taking on the Wildcats here tonight from Wildcat Stadium here in Beaverton, Oregon. Jeff, this should be a fun night because it's the first night, and finally football is back.
Yes, it is, Brian. We've been waiting a long time for high school football to be back. It seems like a long time since we were out at Sandy High School in the playoffs there in early November of 2024 when McMinnville lost a little bit of a heartbreaker in that game, I'm going to be honest with you. But it's a new season, Brian. Everybody's 0-0 unless they played last week. But both these teams come in here 0-0, and it's always an exciting time to come out and see what you got because we don't know much about what this McMinnville team's going to bring to the table this year.
No, we don't. We'll have to see what happens. We don't know what Westview brings, but that's kind of the beauty of a brand new season.
It is, Brian, and McMinnville's got some big shoes to fill here this year as everything. Kane Sullivan has moved on. Riley Donahue and Elias Fanati, a couple of the big rushing backs that they had last year. Taylor Carnahan is on the team, but unfortunately we saw him on the sideline not dressed down for tonight's game, Brian, and he would have been the biggest returning rusher. He had 316 yards on 40 carries last year, almost 8 yards a carry. McMinnville's going to have to find somebody to step up for him, and in the wide receiving core was just decimated by injuries last year as well as seniors graduating. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for players to step up. Of course, this year going to be led by Drew Bizon on the field at the quarterback position. Last year, he had 2 attempts.
Yeah.
He's got playing time. The last couple of years, he got into some games behind Kane. But this is going to be his first opportunity to really take control of this offense. And I'm excited to see what he can do tonight. Those 2 years of backing up, you got a lot of reps. You got a lot of practice time. And we'll see what he can do tonight to lead this McMinnville offense.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see, as you said, Jeff, seeing players step up and try to get things going as we have the Westview team coming in right now. And that is the key. You never know. You start over. The cool thing is you get new players every 4 years or every year, and they go through the system for 4 years. And you never know what you're going to get until you get on the field, and you never know who's going to break out.
That's exactly right. You remember Riley Donahue a couple years ago. He was like, who's he? We were like, I don't know who that is. And last year finished 1,300 yards on 172 carries. He was a big part of the offense. But who's going to do that for McMinnville this year? I'm excited to find out because Ty Tomlin, he always does a good job identifying players, putting them in the right positions for themselves, and getting the best out of the athletes that he has at McMinnville. So it's going to be fun to see I kind of look for them maybe to come out in a little bit of a slowish offense to limit the number of possessions that Westview has. But, again, that's all speculation because we don't know what either of these two teams have been working on in the summer.
All righty. We are here at the pregame show from Wildcat Stadium. We'll talk more about this game and also more about the season as we get ready here for Grizzly football here on YamhillToday.com, also on AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville. And don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
We are Big Box Returns, and we sell Costco returns. We're going to start at 30% off. But the deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555.
As we come back here to Westview High School at Wildcat Stadium, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. And as the Grizzlies have just come out, Jeff, and they're going to be wearing their all-white unis here on the road as we get ready to kick off this 2025 season.
It's good to see them come out, Brian, with some energy and some excitement to start this football season as they look the part in some ways. We were down on the field, and sometimes you can look the part and not be the part. We were talking with somebody here from Westview about a player who we thought was a ginormous and really good, and he said, he's just a sophomore and he's not even going to play tonight.
That's a good thing. Good thing to hear. As we get ready for the national anthem here, we'll take another quick break here in just a second, though, as we have the Grizzlies coming on out here, and as I said, in their white uniforms. And, Jeff, you mentioned it before the game, a lot of guys really not suited up, so maybe some preseason injuries affecting the Grizzlies, and we'll look at that a little bit here tonight as we get ready here, just moments away from the national anthem. And we'll take a break here. We are live from Wildcat Stadium, a muggy, humid.
It is.
And we'll talk about where we do. We'll talk about where we're at here, and it's a little interesting as well. So don't go away as we are here on YamhillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Uddy has been serving McMinnville, Amity, Carlton, and Dayton. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Uddy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back here to Wildcat Stadium, and Jeff, they are doing the coin flip down there. Looks like we got some Portland media down there as well, one of the television stations. And they're getting ready to go here on a humid Friday night.
Yeah, let's get that wind blown. Earlier when we got here, Brian, the wind was blowing nicely
Yeah.
through our position. And as I look down at the American flag, it's just hanging down there, just not moving much at all. So let's get a little wind going here, people.
It would be nice. It is a little touch stifling in here. We are in the softball press box, folks. I should take a picture and put it up for you to see. But we are in the softball press box overlooking the football field. And you can kind of see that we have a pretty good view as we are looking at the home grandstands on the far side. And we're a little bit further than we want to be back here as you look to the right, and you see the visiting fans from McMinnville. And, well, Jeff, we'll take it, won't we?
Yep. And we're going to get to see the defense out there first for McMinnville tonight, Brian, as Westview has elected to receive. So going to see what who's going to step up here on the defensive side of the ball for McMinnville and hopefully get a 3-and-out and start the game in a good fashion.
Yeah, hopefully they will, and offensively is what it's going to take. And, Jeff, it's all going to be led by quarterback Bizon. And Bizon is going to be key, Jeff, because he is going to lead this team. He looks good out there at warm-ups.
He did. He was throwing the ball around pretty well, and I would say better than the opponent quarterback, but, it's different in warm-ups than the real game time. So we're going to see what happens here. It's interesting to me, though, Brian, as we were looking at the start of the game, that there might be 6 officials out on the field tonight, which would be a first for us. I counted 6 zebra stripes, and I'm just not sure where the 6th one went. Maybe there's somebody here learning the ropes for the game tonight. But anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about some points of emphasis this year in the high school football arena. They're going to be cracking down on these, or not cracking down, but paying attention to these things. Illegally and improperly worn player equipment covers mouth guards, covers arm sleeves, have to have knee pads over the knees, can't pull them up like they do in college all the way to the thighs, that sort of thing. Also, sportsmanship is going to be really big. And then defensive player and targeting is another big point of emphasis this year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all works out. And last year we had some uniform stuff, and now we're adjusting all around. So we get ready to go, and here come the Grizzlies, Jeff, ready to kick off. And going from our left to our right, it's going to be a squib kick towards the center of the field. Going to be picked up on a high bounce and run to the near side here. Breaks one tackle, a second tackle, still on his feet, and right in front of the Grizzly bench, finally gets taken down. But a pretty good return there by the Wildcats.
Nice return there. One of the things that can be a question mark really early in the season is your special teams coverage, because you don't probably practice it as much as you would like to during the summer season. But, boy, they're going to have that ball, the 43-yard line. So really nice play there for Westview to start the game.
Grab one of these here as we get ready to go. And a little bit awkward here as we are behind the bench, almost directly on here. We'll try to get a little bit closer for you. We do have a pole in the way as well. Of course, that pole is going to be there very much for the very first play of the game. All righty. As we come out, and you can see some numbers, Jeff.
Yep.
I believe that's number 12.
That is, and the running back's number 6.
Charlie Barton, the senior quarterback for Westview. He's going to hand it off, and breaking through and getting right to that pole almost is, I believe, number 6 there.
Yep.
And so let's go ahead. Number 12, as I said, is Charlie Barton, and number 6 is Xander Kekalawa.
I'm going to call him Xander.
All right, that sounds good to me. And Xander with a big run there, and that's something we plan to see a lot of here tonight, Jeff, I think.
I think so, Brian. I think both teams going to rely heavily on the run game throughout the game tonight.
Once again, we are a little bit of a ways away from the field, so you won't hear a lot of the sound. You hear a lot of us, I guess. And Xander's going to get the ball again, it looks like. He's just going to power his way and gets across the 45, maybe to the 46, looking at the far official. And, a couple yards there. I really would be surprised if they don't do anything but just run this ball.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
It establishes some dominance that you want to do. And so
you don't show anything.
You
either.
don't show anything too much. So they're going to give him 3 yards on that play. He's up 3rd and about 3.
Barton shotgun formation for Westview. And he is going to throw it. A little screen pass on the far side. And tripped up, and it's going to be close to a first down, as Jeff said. And let's see what they decide to do. You see some clapping over the far side.
I think it's 4th down. I think the official puts up 4th down. He only got to the 46 and needed to get to the 48. So nice play there.
Good job defensively by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies out there defensively. You're looking at Kellen McIrvin, the junior, out there. And I believe that's Elias Keller also is out there for the Grizzlies. And here we go, right up the middle, and going to break through, and still on his feet and still pushing forward, and he's going to get it.
Yep, going to get over, looks like just over midfield, maybe the 48-yard line. So pick up about 4 there.
Just want to remind you are listening to AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville, and also watching the game here on YamhillToday.com. Brian and Jeff with you for another season. And Jeff, kind of a there's the band over there on the far side.
There is.
And there are a few students there.
Not as many as I would have thought for a home opener tonight, Brian. Quite a few McMinnville fans here tonight, though. It's a good turnout for them.
Barton, shotgun formation. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. Way too easy, Jeff.
And that streaking by there was number 18 for the Westview team. That's Takai Smith, and he's just a sophomore, Brian, and running free for the touchdown.
He showed his speed there, and we've got the LED lights going off here. What do you think this is, Oregon State? As they will kick the extra point. Well, the good thing is, Jeff, we've got a good view here at the extra point.
We did.
Perfect side, and we can see right on here. So, unfortunately, that is a score for Westview. And they are going to take the early lead in this ball game.
That was 47 yards on the pass play, Brian, for the touchdown.
As they come on here to kick the extra point. And now they're going to go for it, actually. And now they're going to be a whistle.
Well, the ball's in front of the line.
Okay.
See, needs to be on the other side of the line there. There we go. Scoot it back a ball length.
It's still early,
It's
Jeff.
early for all of us, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
All right. You can kind of see our angle, though. We're like head on right here with the goal line practically as Barton, shotgun formation. He is going to look. He's got Xander in motion. He's going to flip it here on the near side. Grizzlies had him stopped, and they still have him stopped. Well, they hit him once, twice, and they finally take him down. And a good job defensively by the Grizzlies, and nowhere to run there was Troy Redmond, and the Grizzlies stop the 2-point conversion.
Fantastic play right there, Brian. That was really good. Well executed, and way to stay home because, one of the tendencies that teams will tend to do in those early games is to over-pursue because they just want to go to whatever they think has the ball. And excellent coaching right there for McMinnville to stay home and keep the 2 points out of the end zone.
You gave up a touchdown. However, you stopped them there on the 2-point conversion. That's going to give you a little bit of momentum as well.
Definitely is. Good job by the defense there. And, boy, Smith, man, the move that he made to get open over that middle of the play there, and then once he had the ball, there was nobody that was going to catch him because he was very quick, and it was a spot-on throw by the quarterback there to him over the middle of the field.
All righty, as they get ready, Westview gets ready to kick out here and try to get the numbers. Their uniforms are bright red, the Westview red, I guess, so kind of almost like a University of Arizona look.
Well,
the Wildcats on the side and everything else.
Well, you mentioned it before the game. You thought, are we at a Wildcat Nebraska football game here tonight? Because the color schemes and the uniforms look very similar to what those two teams might wear.
Yeah, it really is. Nebraska, of course, or I should say McMinnville in the Nebraska colors. And they are going to take the ball. No, it's going to go into the end zone and through in the end zone. And the Grizzlies now will take it. And we'll see how the offense starts for the first time here in 2025.
Excited to see what we can do here, Brian. I'm gonna think it's going to be slow and methodical type of plays from McMinnville as Bizon comes out for his first snap as the starting quarterback for this McMinnville Grizzly team.
And he gets his team out there, and you're right, Jeff. I think just to get some, just get them a little established as Drew Bizon comes out. And he's going to start out in the shotgun formation. And he's got 2 receivers on this side, 2 on the far side as well. Looks like they may come out and start throwing right away is what it looks like. And they are going to hand it off and right up the middle and just stumbling forward for a couple of yards.
That was Benson Strickland, Brian, a sophomore. Did we talk about a sophomore earlier in the pregame show?
We did.
Where his coming out party was his sophomore year in Riley Donahue? Well, maybe this is Strickland's coming out party here tonight, Brian. Up for about 3 on his first carry as a varsity player.
Strickland in the backfield. Now we have trips here on the near side for McMinnville. As Bizon, once again, shotgun formation, steps up, calls, maybe it changes the play at the line of scrimmage. And he goes. He's got pressure. We've got offsides, I believe, over
I think you're right.
on the far side. And the Wildcats may have jumped, and they did. And, well, positive yards. We'll take it.
Yeah, 5 yards is always nice to take, especially when you were looking at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and 2. Kind of opens up the playbook a little bit for McMinnville.
As they come out here now and break the huddle. As we'll probably see a lot of this 2 receivers on each side and kind of mix up that format. We had trips last time.
Yeah.
And here we go. Shotgun formation. Bizon calling out the plays. He's going to hand it off and right up the middle and taken down. Nothing there. And, Jeff, that defensive line came in attacked. In fact, we have a helmet flying off on the field, and that was Benson's, I believe.
Yep, that was Strickland's. And I think we're going to have a holding call here against McMinnville, too. So it'll be interesting to see what Westview does. Do they take the play, which was stuffed, so no gain, or are they going to back them up 10? And they are going to back them up to 10. So I'm going to have the ball now at the 18-yard line. So we're going to give Strickland a run of 1. And no, that was totally negated. So penalty against McMinnville for 10 yards.
We're here on a hot, muggy night from Wildcat Stadium.
Stay
and
hydrated.
Jeff, it's getting hotter, I swear.
It is. Well, I think the sun might be coming our way here in just a little bit too, Brian.
That's not fun. Here we go. Shotgun formation, Bizon, and we've got motion coming here to the near side. Now trips. Here's go. Bizon's going to roll out. He's going to look, going to throw. Throws across the center, and it is picked off. Unfortunately, picked off there on the far side and still running and making his way. The fans getting excited. He finally gets taken down, but not before he gets inside the 10-yard line. Ill-advised pass there by Bizon, and Jeff, that's a tough one.
Yep, and just sitting back there kind of in his safety position, Brian, was Victor Shipley. He's a senior. He has seen a lot of football, is my guess, and he did a nice job of weaving to the far side to get that ball down inside the 10-yard line at the 9 for Westview with 7:52 here to go in the first quarter.
All righty, as they come out here in Westview in prime position here. Want to thank all our sponsors here this season. Once again, for YamHillToday.com. We'll mention them throughout the evening as we are here, as I said, a hot, muggy night.
Yeah.
I keep looking for that sun over there. I don't see it, but that's
a good
little
thing. Haze in the sky, field burning or I don't know, forest fires, hopefully not too many, and maybe some dust. I don't know, but it's certainly We got the official on the wrong side of the field, too. It's first game for everybody, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Gotta love it, though. As we get ready, we'll talk about our hot dog fiasco before the game, too.
There were hot dogs?
Shotgun formation. Here we go for Westview. Can they stop him? He's going to keep it. Going to roll around the left side. He's going to be pushed out. He's going to cut inside the 5. Going to try to stutter step his way to the goal line, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 2-yard line.
Wow, that was out of that Wildcat formation, and you mentioned it, Brian. Troy Redmond was speedy. Thought he almost made it to the corner and just stepped out of bounds at the 2.
Yeah, that senior, he's got some speed as they come out here now, and I was going to look for the time. The time is 7:46 to go here in the first quarter. It is 6-0 as the Wildcats step up once again. And this is not a good vantage point to get numbers.
No.
Oh, well.
Get them after.
There you go.
After the play.
Here we go. Handoff going to go right up to the side and pushing. Flag comes flying in, and they're not going to get inside the 1-yard line.
Really nice defensive stand there by that front, Brian, as that was Xander on the carry there. He was stopped right at the 1, but I believe there's going to be another holding penalty against Westview now. The official's getting ready to walk back the other way.
Heard a stat that if you get a penalty on any time of the drive, it takes away your scoring percentage by 70%.
Seriously?
Yeah. Which I thought was very NFL.
Okay.
I'm throwing that out there.
But that's
NFL.
still football. I mean,
yes. A little bit different level, though. But, yeah,
it is.
But that's the NFL.
That's an interesting stat. I've never heard that before.
I heard that on the show of the two brothers.
Nice.
They had the popular girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about. The Kelsey brothers.
Oh, I'm like,
Beyonce?
Come on.
Here we go. Oh, Jeffy. 7:29 in counting here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Here we go. Westview's going to hand it off. Xander going to roll right up the middle and breaking away, and he's going to get inside the 5-yard line almost as I get it down there down to the 4.
Great play there by Ryder Darnell to come up and make a nice hit. But still, they're going to give the running back 8 yards on the play. It's his 4th carry already of the ball game, averaging just over 5 yards a carry. And we lost our scoreboard, so I don't know what time there we go. Okay.
6:54 and counting.
Okay.
Numbers are coming
come back. It's like Keno.
It's like the LED lights, too.
Boop. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got some. Oh, we've told the stories. I'll tell you more stories later.
Yeah, we got time. We got a whole season.
Hell yeah. Shotgun formation once again. It's all we've seen so far tonight. Hand off to Xander. He's going to be slowed down. But fight his way, and he's not going to get there. He's going to get down to the 1-yard line, and I can't see Jeff.
Okay, what a great play by Kellen McIrvin, Brian, from his linebacker position to come up and drag Xander down from behind to keep him out of the end zone on that play. Just a 2-yard pickup on the run there by Xander. And brings up 4th and goal. This is a big play here for McMinnville early in the season, Brian.
It is. I don't know how big, it's still early.
It is.
I just don't know that I can see now because we have light.
Hey.
Here we go. Watch out, Xander, or maybe a quarterback keeper. They might do that.
To the far side. They're packed. Look how close McMinnville is, all packed into the line. They might have some trouble getting to the outside if that's the way they want to run it.
And we've got a flag. Is there going to be a timeout called?
Delay a game on this back judge, Brian. That really helps McMinnville. That's the 3rd penalty already in this first half, and what an inopportune time for the procedural penalty to come, and that's
huge.
That's very huge.
All righty, as they will try it again. And we'll see if that changes anything, Jeff. Do they decide to maybe kick a field goal or –
who are they bringing in? I didn't see him bring with a T.
No. And there is somebody coming in from the far side
That's
now.
The quarterback, I believe. Yep, number 12. Barton.
It is 4th and 7 now. As they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got trips over on the far side.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Barton, shotgun formation. I believe that's Xander in the backfield. And Barton's going to throw it. He throws it across, and it's knocked down. and incomplete. Was it caught? No, her saves on knocked down, and a good job coming up there defensively was Elias Keller, and Keller does a good job of saving the points that we talked about. 70% of the time you don't score.
There was one of those 70%. That was a great play. If you can't get to the quarterback, what do they teach you? At the defensive line, get those hands up. And those hands were up and knocked the ball down. And McMinnville dodges. I wouldn't say dodgeable. If they did a good job of actually, they got the ball at the 9-yard line, and the ball's turned over at the 7.
Exactly.
So ultimately, that was a really good play.
We're at 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Westview leads by a score of 6-0. Westview scored on their third play of the fifth play of the game.
But it wasn't that many.
No, it wasn't that many. But the Grizzlies, they stopped them defensively, and that's a good sign by the Grizzly defense as Bizon comes out under nice to be shotgun formation. And he's going to run. He's going to pitch it here on the near side and really nowhere to run. Throw him down at the 5-yard line.
That's Alex Bolton. He's a senior. I'm sorry, not Alex Bolton. I'm looking at the wrong one. Bradley Thompson for McMinnville. Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 5.
One thing that I've really noticed is that this team, Jeff, is very quick, Westview.
Yes, they are, Brian. Their players were in the backfield really quick on that play.
All righty, shotgun formation once again. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to throw the ball. They're looking in a shotgun throw and just a little sling pass, and it's caught at about the 12-yard line.
Ryder Darnell with his first reception of the season, Brian, right on the sideline. Is going to bring up a manageable 3rd down. So they get the ball out to the 12, so they picked up 7.
We're at 4:58 as the clock stops after the completion and the run out of bounds. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Bizon is looking. He's looking to the left side. He's got trips over there, still looking. He's going to throw. He's going to throw here, and it is caught, and it's going to be a first down at about the 20-yard line.
Great pass out there to Dylan Ferreira on the sideline, Brian. He knew how far he needed to get down the field. He went about 4 yards past it and then came back a little bit, and first down at the 21-yard line. Nice 9-yard gain.
Nice route there and a nice job, as you said, Jeff. And they got that for a big first down. First down of the night?
First down of the night. Of the season.
Of the season.
As they say. I don't know who they are, but they'd say it.
Somebody says it. All righty, as they go. Here we go. And it's going to be stopped in the backfield. Tough one there.
I think if Bazan sees that on the film later, he's going to go, I should have pulled that, because there were 2 guys that shot the gap at the 18-yard line and made that instant impact in the backfield. I believe that might have been Carson Vining in the backfield. Numbers, like you say, from this angle, they're really hard to get a good view of.
Yeah, it's a little bit challenging to get that the numbers here.
Yeah.
And
it was Carson Vining.
It was Vining. Okay, here we go. Just a broken play there, and nothing there as Bizon tries to just skewer through there, but he couldn't. And once again, you had a linebacker and a lineman just get through that line and get to him so quickly.
Yeah, that's just tough. That's tough to beat, Brian. If your interior offensive linemen aren't quick off the ball, you can shoot those gaps, and that's what Westview's doing these last couple plays.
We're down to 3:45 and counting. I think if you're Coach Tomlin, you want to make this a short game.
You do.
As much as possible for many reasons, and this is what they want to do. But, Jeff, you want to move the ball. And now you're 3rd and long, and that's tough. 3rd and, 13.
Yeah, way behind schedule here.
All righty, Bizon's going to have to go to the air. He's dropping. He's just going to do, and he does drop it off, and it goes across the 25 and hit down to the 26-yard line. And Jeff is going to be a couple yards, well, more than a couple. He's going to be about 6 yards short. Looks like they're marking him at the 26-yard line.
I do like that little screenplay, or a little over the top. Let everybody through, get your offensive lineman down the field. But just not quite enough there for Bradley Thompson as he tried to get the first down for McMinnville.
Well, they will go to their punter, and that's going to be Elias Keller, and he comes on to do the punting duties.
We remember last year McMinnville had a little struggle with punting at times with high snaps, so let's hope that the long snapper here can get it right back, because we got a flag on the play, and it's interesting to see what we got here. It looks like Westview players backing up. Offsides against Westview, so if you were closer to midfield, I think you go for it.
Okay, I was going to ask you, it's 4th and 1,
Yeah.
Jeff, and guess what?
Oh,
they
I
may
like
have changed
it.
their mind.
I like it. You know what? Go big or go home. I like it. And this is sending a message to your team right here, Brian. And I like the message that it's sending, especially after your defense held Westview at the 9-yard line to 2 yards on the previous possession.
All righty, here we go. 2:37 and counting. They step up now, and it is going to be first down as they get him the first down on that. So that changes everything.
Okay.
And so there must have been enough room as that's trips on the near far side, and Bizon's going to keep it, and he's going to get wrapped up, though, after he went a little bit forward, and they're going to mark him inside the 30, or excuse me, out the 30 at 31, as we got a bee just flying to the room.
And
awesome.
And we all love bees.
Awesome.
There you go. Go
Goodbye.
away, bee.
So more important things than the game, I guess, as we do now have a second down. They're going to give him no gain on that, Jeff.
Yep.
So we're at 1:54 and counting. Grizzlies being very deliberate as they come out here, trailing 6-0. Trips over on the far side. And here we go. Bizon is taking his time. Looks to the left. He's going to draw it back. He's going to throw to the right, and he overthrows. Just throws it just a little too hard to his receiver here on the near side, Ferrua, and unfortunately he could not come down with it.
Yeah, I think if he had taken just a little bit more time, a little bit more accurate, would have brought up maybe a 3rd and 5, a little bit more manageable. But let's see what McMinnville does here as the clock stops there. They've taken over 4 minutes off of the clock on this drive. So just what Coach Tomlin wants to do here. You mentioned it, Brian, shortening the game. And that penalty certainly is helping that got the first down for McMinnville.
Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Trips once again on the far side. Ferrua here on the near side. They're going to throw. Look, Bizon's going to be rushed out, forced out big time. He's going backwards. He looks. He finally just throws it up, has a receiver, and it is almost intercepted right here in front of the Grizzly bench. As they came out, they had 3 receivers on him, and that's a tough one to get to.
That was a really tough one, especially as Bizon's running towards the sideline and he's throwing it to the sideline. The ball tends to trail off into the sideline there as it brings up 4th and 10 for McMinnville as they ask for a new ball.
That was Jackson Altry, who was the intended receiver on the far side. We're down to 1:23 as we go back to where we were, to the punt. We took some more time off, though. That's good.
That's right. We get the last player out there that needs to be on the team, and that's always a little bit of a concern, too, is those communications early in a game. Is everybody's pointing, okay, you got him, I got him, okay, you're going to get him. Okay, we're all clear on that.
All righty, here we go. Once again, low snap, and Keller gets it up, and he kicks it off. It's going to be a wobbly kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Let's see. Yeah, I think you nailed it.
All right.
Or maybe the 40. That might be the 40.
I think you walked up to the 40.
I think that's going to be very close.
I think I was right where the official was,
yes.
But then he walked up.
Yep.
All righty. It is going to be now the Westview Wildcat ball with 1:17 to go as they do mark them exactly at the 40-yard line. And, Jeff, you ask me, I mean, I think you're okay right now if you're the Grizzlies because you wanted to take a lot of time off, which they did. And now, though, you want to have your defense step up once again.
Yep, you definitely need to. Your offense is kind of struggling here, Brian, so far. Only 22 yards on 11 plays. So need to make some adjustments, and it's still way early, so that can be done. A little concerned, though, that their starting running back is sitting on the bench over there, not with a helmet.
Here we go. There's going to be a handoff over on the far side, and then he's going to run up and then trying to break a tackle, which he does. And then he gets over and may have picked up a nice run up there. I'm trying to see what the official is at the 47, 48-yard line. So a good run. They might even give him 9 yards on that.
I was going to say they put him out to the 49 on that
wow.
play. And that was the big fella Xander. That's his 6th carry of the night, Brian. He's already at 33 yards.
Okay.
So over 5 yards a carry. That's a pretty nice yards per carry. Average?
Well, we would take it as we're down to 40 seconds now. This could be possibly the last play of the quarter. If you're McMinnville, that's exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Down to 30 seconds. Here we go. Shotgun formation look, and they're going to throw it across the center once again. And it is. Is it caught?
It was.
What a catch right in the middle there at the 33-yard line. Nice route once again, too.
It was, but I tell you what, that was really good coverage by the safety there, number 15 for McMinnville coming over the top, but it was a nice throw down to the 34-yard line there.
Not much else you can do.
No, and that was to their speedster, Brian, Takai Smith again.
All right, they will get one more play off, it looks like, because we're down to 5 seconds here in the first quarter. They do. Hand off and just a little draw play right up the middle and short yards, if any, to the 30-yard line. And that will end the first quarter of play. After one, our score, Westview 6, McMinnville nothing. You're listening to the McMinnville Game of the Week here on AM 1260 KLYC and also watching it live on YamHillToday.com. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Uddy has been serving McMinnville, Amity, Carlton, and Dayton. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Uddy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back here to Wildcat Stadium, Jeff, they go right away, and they threw it to the outside, and a quick gainer for the Wildcats.
Guess who?
Sander?
No, Smith.
Oh.
Yeah, using his speed, Brian, he gets down to the 19-yard line on the 11-yard pass play from Barton, and Barton so far starting the game 4 or 5 tonight.
Wow.
Passing, so he's done a good job.
Now, looking at his passing, Jeff, they are making it so he has passes that are high percentage passes.
Very high percentage passes.
And that's been the key, I think, for him right now. As they come up here now, it is going to be 1st and 10 once again.
Nope, we got a flag.
We got a flag.
We do have a flag.
Comes flying in from the back judge. 11:21 to go. We are in the second quarter, as we'll get that updated as well.
Procedure action there.
You see a lot of procedure action.
You do.
First few games of the season.
Yeah, I don't think you like to see 5 though. 5, not the holding. There's been one holding, but the other ones have been the mental ones, Brian. So far for Westview, that's their 5th penalty for 30 yards. So something of a little bit of concern for Dan Weaver. As they'll work on it throughout the year, but 5 penalties in just over a quarter, maybe not the best thing that he would like to see.
Well, it's still early. Here we go. As we come up here now, and they're going to roll around the left side, a nice big hole, and then the Grizzlies having trouble tackling Smith as he goes forward, and he gets another big gain.
Well, I think what the defense is learning right there, Brian, is, they came up and made some good hits on him, but they're not using their arms. They're thinking that they're going to be able to just knock him down with a hit, and he's able to run hard, but only pick up 2 on the play. They're going to only give him 2 down to the 22-yard line, it looks like.
10:40 and counting. They are being very deliberate themselves with the ball.
The 17-yard line.
17. All right, we'll take that as well. 6-0 is our score here in the second quarter. 10:30 to go for the Wildcats. They leading our Grizzlies, and they're going to throw here in the near side. And got everybody caught off guard, and it's going to be a reception, and it looks like it's going to be a first down.
Guess who?
Oh, yeah. Smith again. All
The
right.
favorite target early on in the game. Oh, they're going to call it third down. Going to just miss it.
Wow. It looks
By
like
2?
well, from this angle,
Yes.
once again, we are in the softball press box. We are a little bit a ways away from – not often are we this far away from a play.
No. Very, very rarely.
So we got that nice angle, though. So I kind of like that here as they come back up to the shotgun formation. 9:48 to go. Barton is looking over the defense. He's got a guy in motion, and he is going to hand it off. A little option play, and a good job defensively by the Grizzlies. And I think coming up there with that play is that Coda Spencer with the takedown and the stop. And trying to see Jeff, and he got a first down. Yeah, he did. Just enough to get a first down. And that's going to make it first and goal, I believe, from this angle. Looks like
maybe
it.
the 8-yard line?
Yeah, as they dropped the marker.
So you know it's inside the 10. I think it's the 8. Yep, they just changed it to the 8-yard line. That was Heath Thompson in their first carry of the ball game tonight.
Shotgun formation for Barton, as always, and he is going to hand it off right up
Nice
the middle. And the Grizzlies, looked like he had him stop, but he kind of pounded forward and just kind of flew backwards. He may have got a yard or two.
Yeah, I think they might be on the 7-yard line. But what I really like, Brian, right now, that defense, when they hit somebody, they're swarming. They're coming up. They're all getting there. You got a lot of white shirts around the running back. You just got to make sure they're wrapping up as they're going to put that ball on the – you don't know if the binoculars will help.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to say 7.
You got a pole in front of us here on the left, and then you got everything else on the right. We're a ways away. We are on third base pretty much.
Yeah.
Here's where we are. So they're down to 8:33 and counting as the Wildcats threatening to score as they are on the 8-yard line still. Second down. Barton is going to pitch over on the left side and going all the way out, kind of string it out.
Good job.
And he's going to be, he thought he was going to be down, and they're going to say touchdown.
I think we have a flag, though.
We have some whistles, definitely. And now we have another flag coming in late as well.
I tell you what, I thought, again, the angle's kind of getting us here, but I thought the cornerback on that far side did a really good job for McMinnville of stringing out the play. I didn't think he got upfield as much as he did to get to the end zone. Let's see the officials talking here. And look on Westview. Keep walking back. There you go. Walk back. You get a holding against Westview and then a dead ball.
While we have a little bit of time here, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Edward Jones, Agent Bethany Ablin, Big Box Returns, Macy & Son Funeral Directors, Andrew Physical Therapy, McMinnville Les Schwab, Colvin Ford Nissan, and Rich Uddy Insurance, proud supporters of Grizzly football and our community here in McMinnville. I want to thank them for all their sponsorship throughout the season for McMinnville football.
So we had some unsportsmanlike and a holding call that have both been accepted.
All right, we'll take it.
So that's the 7th penalty, Brian, now for 55 yards. And instead of a touchdown, you're looking at 2nd and 30 from the 30.
And you got a poll right there.
You
so
do.
Tonight's
You
poll
got to like that poll.
is sponsored by Gamhill Today. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a huge penalty, Jeff. 2nd and 30 is huge for Westview. And good. Let's see if the defense can take advantage of it as they draw back, and they are going to throw it. They're going to throw it into the end zone, and it is caught. It is a good reception right there for Westview.
Big old number 4 went up high to make that Kenya Roberts Marshall, and he did a good job, but he's down to the 10-yard line or the 5-yard line. Looks like the 5, so 25-yard pass play there.
We're down to 7:50 and counting, and that's a huge pickup as they're going to come up quickly to the ball. We got single coverage here on the left side, I should say, and 2 receivers over there. Let's see what Barton decides to do. 7:38, and he's going to take it right up the middle and hand it off and rolling and pushing and just trying to move that pile. Finally, the whistle blows, but not before he does move the pile inside, I cannot tell, somewhere around the 2-3 yard line. They're going to say 2 officially, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal for the Wildcats.
And that was Heath Thompson on the carry. He only picked up 3. And I say only because McMinnville's defense already had 1 goal line stand, Brian, from the 2-yard line. So let's hope they can do that again.
We are at 6:54 and counting. And here comes Westview up to the line of scrimmage here with Barton. Once again, his shotgun formation. We've got whistles once again. And we have a timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. 6:46 left to go in the second quarter. Our score, Westview 6, McMinnville nothing. We'll be back right after this.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
We are Big Box Returns, and we sell Costco returns. We're going to start at 30% off. But the deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Uddy has been serving McMinnville, Amity, Carlton, and Dayton. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Uddy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. As we come back here, they roll around the left side, and they stop them, Jeff. A huge stop for the Grizzlies on 4th and 2.
It was fantastic, Brian. The second play of the game where they went for 4th and goal from the 2-yard line, and McMinnville was able to stop. They just strung that out. They got the ball to Heath, and they mock him back for a loss of 2 on the play, Brian. Fantastic job there by the coaching staff and the defense to follow through on the play.
Well, 6:38 to go in the second quarter. It is 6-0. Grizzlies are playing right with Westview right now. You look at the stats, Westview, they're dominating on some stats. However, the score is the important thing.
That's the only one that matters, isn't it?
It really is. As Bizon is in shotgun formation, he's standing in his own end zone, and they're going to hand it off and just going to roll to the right side. And just want to let you know once again, we are in the press box of the softball team, and so we are pretty much sitting at home plate and looking on the far side of the field. So a little bit different angle, and so I just want to let you know that we've got that here tonight. Just a reminder, we'll have the halftime show. We'll talk to you about other scores from around the state. Hopefully have a few more as we are in week 1 of high school football around the state of Oregon. Second down with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Bizon is going to get a flag, it looks like. And that's a tough one there, Jeff, because you're already 2nd and 10, balls on the 5 after that run there.
Yeah, you're going to get 5 free. It was actually on Westview, Brian.
8th penalty.
Let's see.
9th?
Yeah, 8th.
8th, okay.
For 60 yards.
And, I know you're going to get a lot of penalties to start the season, but not 8 in the first half.
And 5 of them have been the the mental procedure ones, Brian. The offsides, the false start,
as Bizon just kind of slings it over on the far side, right behind the post there. But a nice job and a quick out for McMinnville.
Yeah, that went to Ferreira, Brian, on that play. And going to put the ball. They're going to give him a first down. Looks like they set the ball down. It's really hard.
hard to see.
I think it's just over the 15, so I think that was a 5-yard pass play. And, they're going to give him to the 16, so 6 yards on the play.
Bizon will take that as we are at 5:20 to go now. Here we go. He's calling out the plays. He's going to take his time. He's going to make sure he's got guys running the right way. Looks behind him. Here is the snap, and he's going to hand it off right up the middle, and a run up the middle for a few yards across the 20-yard line. That was a gain of about 4 for the Grizzlies. Thompson with the tackle with 4:55 to go here in the second quarter.
And they're just going to be very content to take time off the clock, Brian.
And then remember, they did receive, or they did kick first,
off,
Jeff.
yeah.
So even if they don't score here, and if they can hold them, take all the time off, they're still only down by 6. So I could see them trying to milk it as much as possible. As I say that, there's going to be a keeper, and he's going to get snuffed up there on the far side. Thought he had an opening, and on the little option play, and may have gotten a yard. I'm guessing from this angle, maybe a yard, yard and a half.
Might be putting the ball down about between the 22 and the 23. So we'll say 2 yards on the play.
I'll take that.
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You kind of gave me credit, but didn't.
Yeah, well.
As we're approaching the 4-minute mark here.
My comment was more about I didn't say the yard line.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes,
there is between the 22 and the 23.
There is no half-yard line.
That is correct.
As we both know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people are sick to hear
Hashtag there is no half-yard line.
That's right. As we go, then Bizon's going to throw it out, and he has a receiver. Incomplete. The pass was there, but good job defensively there by Westview. And unfortunately, unable to come down with the ball is Ferrua.
Wow.
And that is going to bring up 4th down for McMinnville.
Brian, he had that 92% of the way to the ground, and then the defensive back came right up between his arms and forced it out. That was a terrific effort there by Dylan on the play, and almost with a big reception to extend the drive.
Well, here we go on to punt once again for McMinnville as Keller is going to he's going to be standing near the 15-yard line-ish. I can't tell from here.
Yeah, it's roughly there.
With 3:44 to go. Here is the snap. It's high this time. At least got to him, and he kicks it off, and it's going to be a decent one. It's going to be taken about the 43-yard line. And see, they go up the middle on the left side, breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and still on his feet, and he's going to go all the way for the score. After all that work, Jeff, the Grizzlies special teams give up a touchdown.
It's number 2 there for Westview, Anthony Rogers. But I tell you what, I think there's a flag somewhere. I hear the officials getting ready to huddle somewhere. And I don't know if this is one of those sportsmanship calls, Brian, where
we got Victor Shipley, who was down on his knees just sitting there like, are you kidding? You see some of the coaches throwing their arms down. They are not happy with what's going on over there. Let's see.
But look at Westview. Like, what are they're backing up like something happened.
Right, and that's where the coaches are upset over there. And that's where the coach for Westview is over there talking to the officials, trying to clear things out. That's Dan Weaver over there.
Yep, there is a flag way over on the far side by the number 20, where all the officials are gathered up. So,
Jeff, that's where the pole is.
Oh, you can't see it. I can barely see it. So I don't know what's going. I don't know if we have some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct. The head official. I'm doing play-by-play on the officials. You like this?
I like that.
He's pulled out a little card and he's writing something on it. So is that somebody getting ejected? Or what? Let's see as we toss the flag. And let's get him over here. They're going to put the ball at the 32-yard line. I never saw the call. So some sort of penalty from the 22. So it was a 10-yard penalty.
I didn't see him give a call either.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Is he going to now? Oh, he just started the time. Okay. I'm not sure what they call, but they are going to say it's back there at the 30?
The 23-yard line is what.
We're not at the 23. So
yeah.
As we go, here's a little pitch here on the near side, rolling to the right, breaks 1 tackle, and still on his feet, and He still goes
Uh-oh.
in there into
Oh,
the end
no.
zone, but he jumps up and down.
Oh,
and he may have
no.
hurt himself after he scored the
Yeah,
touchdown. But
And there is another flag on the play, Brian.
I was going to say, there is a flag.
And you hope he did not do anything nasty to that leg, Brian. The way he went down, that it did not look ugly. I had the binoculars on it, and it looked ugly. So we hope the best for him. That was their all-star wide receiver, Takai Smith, into the end zone. But there is also a penalty back out on the field. So move the ball back to the 30-yard line as
And Takai Smith comes off. He's jumping up around.
Is he?
He's fine,
He's okay?
yeah.
Okay. It just looked really bad.
The way he handled it, I think
Yeah.
it's a cramp. The way
Yeah.
it looked more than that when he did it.
He
Because
did-
he
it
dropped
did.
to the ground, threw his leg up in the air.
Okay.
But he did go off hopping, so he's still over there. Coaches are talking to him now. He's slowly he's back in there, it looks like, I believe.
I don't think he – technically he can't be, can he?
Well, there's
He's
a
number
penalty.
18. Oh,
yeah, he's
no,
there.
no. I think the official just told him to leave. He's running off the
Okay.
field. Yep, he's just stepped in there and said, you got to be off the
I
field
was
for
going
a
to say,
play.
he's out there.
There he goes. But it's good to see him up and running because Okay, so there's two big quick plays that McMinnville has dodged bullets of because of penalties. Let's not have another one.
Here we go. Low snap with 3:11 to go, and then trying to throw his Barton. Now he's going to keep it, and he is going to be dragged out of bounds. And he really got lucky that he avoided a huge collision on the far side. Good job there by the Grizzlies to string him out to the far side, and it's going to bring up first down. I think he got enough. Well, it was second down.
Yeah.
He got about 5 yards there with 3:04 to go.
That missile you saw flying across there was McIrvin. Right?
Was it McIrvin? Okay.
Yeah, from his linebacker position. Man, he had him in his radar for sure. And put the ball at the 26, so they moved it back a couple because that's only a 4-yard gain for the nimble quarterback.
And the nimble quarterback is standing right behind the post once again. So here we go. We have a handoff and right up the middle. And a good stop there by McMinnville, but a good job there by the back just to keep his feet digging into the turf, and he's going to move that pile forward.
Yep, hard-fought first down right there for Westview.
2:53 to go in the second quarter as Westview now taking their time. It's kind of an interesting night, Jeff, because it is muggy. It is a little bit eerie with the kind of the smoggish smoke in the air and just kind of an orange glow on the field. Kind of cool, actually, in a weird way. As here we go, 1st and 10, 2:30 to go. Barton drops back. He looks, he throws across the center. As a receiver, it's incomplete. And kind of an errant throw because they had two guys that came well after the ball hit the turf.
I think Coda Spencer, if he had not been so zeroed in on the wide receiver, he might have been able to reach back and make an interception there, Brian. But good defense by the Grizz. Not giving up anything there. So we go under 2.5 minutes here in the first half. Quick-moving first half. It's only 7:45.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah, but you know what always happens when we have a quick first half?
Oh, yes.
We get thunder. We get a lightning strike that we see, and they have to delay. And
let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10, 2:24 to go. Barton's going to hand it off, going forward and just bouncing right up the middle. And for a short gain, but definitely a gain.
Run down to about the 16 is what it looks like there by Heath Thompson.
As we are down to 2:08 to go in the second quarter. 3rd down and 5. This is a big 3rd down here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it on 4th down if they get there. But Westview has had the ball quite a long time, haven't they?
They have had it a really long time.
Just checking. It just seems like it's forever right now. As the Grizzlies seemed like forever they had the ball. Here we go. 1:45 and counting. Barton's going to throw across the center, and it is caught, and it's going to be a first down. Nice job there, and nice job by Barton to find his receiver, and I would say even a better route.
It was a really good route there, but where they put the ball down at the 2 or the 3.
Well, 3-yard line is where they're marking it right now. So let's see if the Grizzlies can stop them once again. 124 and counting. McMinnville would love to get a stop here and to keep them out of the end zone. Westview wants to score, but they also don't want to give McMinnville any time to have the ball.
Correct.
Here they go. And it's just going to be a handoff going to the left side. And the Westview Wildcats, they throw their hands up, and so does the official on the far side. Touchdown for Westview.
3-yard run there by Xander. Just right up the middle. Mano a mano, so to speak, as they go up by 12 now, Brian, and you got to figure they're probably going to go for 2 again.
At this point, you definitely would, as you want to add to that lead, as they do now lead 12-0. It's kind of interesting. We have the LED lights, and they look darker right now.
They do.
Okay, maybe
I was going to say, did I turn my did I put my sunglasses on? They do look really, really dark, or not very bright.
They aren't. The contrast is off for us. Oh, man, here we go.
Yep.
As they're going to try to go in, and they do get the 2-point conversion just like that. So that makes it 14-0 with 1:06 to go in a darkened Wildcat Stadium. Don't go away. We'll be back with more. Well, in fact, a minute 6 here to go in the second quarter. After this, Wildcats trail 14-0.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back to an illuminated Wildcat Stadium now, well, a lot better illuminated, I should say. About 10 seconds ago, they found the right switch, as Jeff said, and the lights are back, and it's brighter.
Or they paid the power bill.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not losing my mind totally because I seriously thought it's getting dark.
It was really dark.
Here we go. Minute 6 to go. Here is the kick. Wildcats are going to boot it deep, and it's going to be taken at about the 5-yard line. Roll around the left side. Goes, stutter steps, breaks it up, and he's going to be taken down. And a little bit of a gain there to about the 20. And that's where McMinnville will have it with 59 seconds left to go in the first half.
I have a feeling Coach Tomlin might just, be very conservative here, Brian. Don't want to give the ball up. Don't want to turn it over, anything like that.
And you're getting the ball to start the second half.
100%.
So why not just kind of take some time off? If you're Westview, on the other hand, Jeff, you've got 3 timeouts.
Yeah. And you've got speed.
I guess it would happen really it depends what happens on this first play, I think, too, or at least the second play, if nothing else.
100% agree.
59 seconds to go. Is on shotgun formation, and we've got a flag, or we have a timeout. We have a timeout, Westview.
Yep.
Coach Dan Weaver is not happy with his players or staff. He is yelling over there. Not sure what he didn't like, and whatever it was, Jeff, he calls the timeout. We'll keep it right here. And with 59 seconds to go, they are going to talk about it, and we will keep it right here as well. Glad to have you here on this beautiful, muggy, hazy Friday night. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Stan's filled in pretty nicely over there on both sides. Maybe it's just a late arriving crowd out here in Beaverton.
Well, I was going to say the traffic, but made pretty good time traffic-wise. Both of us did.
Yeah, filled in pretty nicely over there.
There we go. Next week, you can join us here as we will be back here on YamhillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC. Big game at Sandy.
Yeah, other side of Portland.
Yes.
I like games on this side of Portland. They're a little shorter to get to.
Yeah, I totally agree. But, it's nice to see some new places.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It was a good game last year in the playoffs. It was a fun game to be at. Unfortunately, McMinnville lost, but it was a fun, hard-fought game. So,
well, here we go as Bizon is going to roll around to the right side. Looks, and he kind of slings it incomplete, more of just to get rid of it than anything there, I think.
I was avoid the sack, and hopefully there's a running back close to me when I throw it. And there was at the feet of let's see, who was that? Running back was in there. That was Bradley Thompson.
All righty. So it is going to bring up 2nd and 10, 52 seconds to go. We talked about the timeout thing. Dan Weaver took one of his for something he didn't like. And let's see what happens here as we are aware with 52 seconds. It is 14-0.
The thing about that, though, Brian, is that stopped the clock. Running play would have made them have to make a decision here. So we get a little end around here. And that is a nice play by Ryder Darnell.
Did he go down or did he go out of bounds?
He went out of bounds.
Yeah.
So there you,
Stop the clock again. I think if you're Westview,
you're going to just give him 2 yards on the play too. So, whatever happens here, you pretty much count on that they're going to call a timeout here if they need to stop the clock.
47 seconds to go. Stop clock. Bizon is shotgun formation.
And it will still leave him with one timeout and, maybe 30 seconds left.
Well, let's get a first down, not worry about it would be great. And right up
tough
the middle.
run up the middle.
And the clock continues to run, but Coach Weaver and his staff call the timeout to stop it with 41 seconds to go. And it's going to be 4th down and 8 for McMinnville.
Really good to see Strickland back in there, Brian. He was injured early in the game. That was his second carry of the game. And really nice to see him back in there for the Grizzlies.
Well, just a reminder, we talked about it a little bit. Next week, we're on the road once again at Sandy. We'll bring you all the action here at YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville. And, Jeff, should be a good game there. But we've got a lot of big games at home this season.
Yeah, West Salem, McKay, Glencoe, Century.
We'll go through
Newburgh.
it.
I know Newburgh is
Newburgh's
at home.
Yeah. So it should be fun. Another great year. And glad to have you on for the ride here on YamHillToday.com as we get ready for the big 4th down now for McMinnville. And you got to have a good snap, Jeff. And you got to have a good kick. And then you got to ask your defense to hold them for at least 2 plays.
100%.
Because that's how many plays they're going to get at minimum.
Yeah, and they have one timeout left. So.
Oops. Here we go as we try to get the camera away a little bit more zoomed in than we like as we have a timeout for McMinnville.
McMinnville only had 10 guys on the field.
Well, it's a good reason to take a timeout.
Yes,
we will take a timeout as well. 41 seconds left to go. Don't go away. We'll be back after this. Grizzlies trail 14-0 to Westview.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
As we come back here to action, here we go, the big punt. As they come on, and slowly, they were coming up really quickly to kick the ball, but Kellner gets a high snap over his head. He's got to go run for it. He tries to down it, and he does, unfortunately. And it's going to be great field position for the Wildcats, and that's a tough one, Jeff. You're in this game
more than
6-0 until, what, a minute something ago?
Yep. That is more than a tough one.
Now
right?
You're asking your defense. They have to step up here and make a stop.
At the 3-yard line, Brian, a loss of 23. Ugh.
Well, let's see what happens here. They do need to come up with a stop because they already trail 14-0, and that's just going to put you in a lot worse position. As they come up to the ball, 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right side. I would say the near, but we're ways away. Here we go. Barton with the run on the left side. He's easily going to get in. I don't think anybody even touched him. Touchdown, Westview.
Nobody touched him right through there, Brian. And that was just a 3-yard touchdown run. And, boy, isn't that just a not fun way to end the first half. 2 scores in less than half a minute, or just over a minute, 35 seconds, 2 scores.
And you get the light show once again as they have them flicker and pop and everything else the LEDs do. And this time they came on to full brightness. It's a tough one. Making the score 20-0, and it looks like they may be going for 2 here as well. Westview. And really, Jeff, it was 6-0 just moments ago.
It was. And we got
another timeout.
Remember when I said it was 7:45 and we were almost done with the half?
It's all you, man.
7:59 now.
It is all you.
It
Timeout
was.
by Westview, and they are going to talk about things as we will go ahead and stay right here, and we'll talk about things as well. We're trying to get some scores for you from around the state. We've got a lot of things going on, a lot of football action, which is great. We did have a few games last week, as you said earlier, Jeff, which is kind of interesting. There's no bye week. It's more of a first game week.
Yeah, it's turning into that for some places. I know there was at least one Hawaii team that came over to play up in the Portland area, and might have been more than that.
Well, on the 6A level, we're going to give you some scores. We had a couple of games last week that we said. Summit defeating Sprague. Nelson on top of Lake Ridge. Tualatin over Clackamas. Roseburger beating Barlow. Sandy over Sunset. Lake Oswego over South Medford. And West Lynn defeating Kamehameha.
There you go. That's who it was.
Yes.
I was going to say, big battle in Salem tonight. Early for North and South.
The Governor's Cup.
Yeah, it's an early time for that, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Well, let's talk in conferences. Remember, they changed things up a
Yeah,
little bit. So,
that's true.
But Governor's Cup tonight, we'll talk about that during halftime. As we got the 2-point conversion, and the Grizzlies are going to stop them. Good job there by the Grizzly special teams to take them down, and the Grizzlies do stop them there. And that's a positive, Jeff, to go into halftime.
It is definitely a positive, Brian. They're only going to go down 20-0 here so far. And let's see if they can get a return here. Some good mojo going.
That would be nice. And trying to get a score from around the league. And we have one of those nights, Jeff, where I think it's going to be tough to get scores, as you mentioned earlier, and I think you're going to be right. But there are maybe a few out there. It is the Mayor's Cup, as we talked about tonight. And so far, I don't have a score on that.
Checking some sources here, Brian. But
there you go. You're efforting.
Oh, yes, that's what we say, efforting. Let's see if we can effort something. Cascades ahead of Redmond, 19-0. Staten up on Astoria, 20-0. Silverton ahead of Thurston, 20-0. Where's the Salem score? I'm going to go over here. We're going to check one other place.
Keep going.
I'm doing play-by-play.
I know. Well, we're going back to action here as Westview is going to kick off. As the Grizzlies really, as we said, and I'm not going to harp on it, but it was 6-0 just a minute and a half ago. Now with 31 seconds, it is 20-0. Here is the kick, going to be a squibber, and it's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line, go around the left side, and trying to find an opening, and going to go right in front of the Grizzly bench, and then taken out of bounds, and that's where they will start their next and final possession, probably of the second half. 24 seconds to go. Grizzlies having a tough time moving the ball. Jeff will have some stats for you at halftime, and I think those stats will speak volumes.
Yes, they will.
As we get into the last 24 seconds of this first half. It's starting to cool down a little bit now.
Yep.
The
Hopefully
breeze
the humidity
is nice.
drops a little
That
bit.
would be nice. Here we go as they come up now, and two receivers. We got a blitz put on and just a run on the right side, I should say. Nothing there. And the Westview Wildcats are getting excited about their defense too right now, Jeff, as we're down to 12 seconds. And that will be the final play of the half. And the Grizzlies, they hung with them until the last minute and a half of the quarter. And that's one thing coaches say is, the most important part of the game is the last 2 minutes of the second quarter and the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter.
That's right.
And guess what? If they hold them there, we got a 6-point game.
We do.
But they didn't. We got a 20-0 lead in favor of Westview as the Grizzlies and the Wildcats head off the field. And we will go ahead and take a break here in just a second and bring you the halftime show here on AM 1260 KLYC in McMinnville and yamhilltoday.com. 20-0 Westview in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five.
All righty, as we come back here, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivy as we are here from Wildcat Stadium, and we are at halftime where the Wildcats, unfortunately, not being very gracious to our Grizzlies as they lead by a score of 20-0.
Yeah, really not being very hospitable at all. McMinnville really came out and defense was strong, Brian. Stopped a couple drives deep into their own territory, but that last minute and a half or so of the first half really was tough on them, and snap over the head of the punter, and just turning the ball over and getting big returns there. Westview able to take advantage and get a 20-point lead here at the halftime.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now, and we'll talk about stats here in just a moment. And Jeff, I think the stats play a huge indication of what's happening on the field right now.
Yeah, McMinnville just not able to outflank, I guess, on the offense, and having a hard time getting a push up the middle on that offensive line too, Brian. So if you got both bases covered, the inside and the outside, it can make for a long night. And there's been some pretty good plays. Longest play of the night though so far for McMinnville, I believe, is 9 yards. So
wow,
and that was on a pass play. So, it's hard to get down the field when there's no deep threat or no threat of a quick burst up the field. We did note that Benson Strickland got hurt on like the second or third play of the game, and he was out a long time until towards the end of the second half. So we hope he's okay. He's carried the ball only 2 times for 7 yards tonight, and it's just been tough sledding everywhere around the field for McMinnville on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, if you're McMinnville, things will change. They're going to mix it up. They're going to try something different and try to make it. Try to get their offense rolling a little bit.
I hope so. They there's a little bit of glimpse every once in a while, and then it fades quickly in that first half. I am very impressed though. Only 1 penalty in the first half for McMinnville. That's a very good job of the coaching staff. As we're turning the lights on and off, did they cancel the game, or we got somebody playing with the light switch? That's kind of funny. It's good times. You might have seen the lights flicker on the old halftime.
You got a new toy, Jeff. You're going to play with it, right?
That's true.
I mean,
that's
what we're
very
doing.
true.
Oh, well. So, let's go ahead, Jeff, and look at some stats.
Okay.
And, we'll go from there.
Okay, let's do it. So let's look at the team stats first, Brian. And it's not very good. It's just not a lot of positive moments here for McMinnville. 2 first downs in the first half for McMinnville. Westview Wildcats only have 5. So It's not like they're, going just marching up and down the field. They've had short field. That's the problem. 17 total yards in the first half. Let me say that again. 17 total yards in the first half on 21 plays from McMinnville. Half a yard a play.
When's the last time we've said that?
Oh. Jesuit versus Jesuit?
Yeah. And that's okay.
That was a long time ago, let's be honest. Westview, 205 yards on 27 plays, averaging 7.6 yards per play. Passing, 30 yards passing, 4 of 9, 44% for Bizon. It's not bad, actually, considering the amount of pressure he's been on.
Right.
He did have the 1 interception early. And rushing, that's the killer, Brian. 12 carries, minus 13 yards. So you're losing a little more over a yard per play when you rush the ball. As I mentioned, 10 yards for 1 penalty for McMinnville. On the other side of the ball, 121 yards passing, 7 of 9. That's 78%, and 17 yards per pass completion. Rushing, 18 carries for 84 yards. It's just under 5 yards a carry. I did mention the penalties, which have been a big thing for Westview, and you got to clean those up if you want to go deep into your season with some positive vibes going. 9 penalties in that first half for 70 yards. They did not turn the ball over, as I mentioned. 1 interception thrown by Bizon tonight, and they have not punted yet. So that is a good thing for Westview. Time of possession, 14 minutes for Westview and only 10 for McMinnville. And the average starting position, this is another killer stat. McMinnville's average starting position, the 15-yard line. Westview's average starting position, McMinnville's 32-yard line.
Wow.
So that's why there's not a lot of yards. I mean, 200 yards is pretty good in the first half for a high school team, but they've had short field the whole night. I think their worst starting position for Westview tonight was their own 40-yard line. So they've started a drive on McMinnville's 9-yard line, on their 3-yard line, on McMinnville's 32-yard line. So you get the point there that starting field position for every drive has not been an issue for Dan Weaver and his Westview Wildcats. Look at some of the individual statistics tonight. As I mentioned, Charlie Barton, 7 of 9, 121 yards, 1 touchdown in that first half. The running back Xander has 9 carries on 44 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging just under 5 yards a carry. Troy Redmond, 1 rush for 7 yards. Heath Thompson, 6 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown. Takai Smith, 1 carry for 12 yards. And he would have had a 32-yard touchdown run, but there was a holding penalty that called that play back. And Charlie Barton's carried the ball 1 time for 4 yards tonight. So they have had 1 negative rushing play on the night, Brian. Other than that, they've all been positive. Receiving the ball tonight, Takai Smith has 4 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Kenya Roberts-Marshall has 2 receptions for 25 yards, and Cohen Trump has 1 reception for 13 yards tonight in this football game. So they've got the many players involved in the offense tonight, and they've been able to move the ball with some will tonight. Drew Bazan, as I mentioned, 4 of 9, 30 yards, 1 interception in the ball game, passing for 44%. Ben Strickland, the starting running back, been limited in that first half by some sort of injury he sustained in that early drive. 2 carries, 7 yards. Bradley Thompson, 4 carries for 2 yards. Carson Vinning, 1 carry for -3 yards. Drew Bazan, 3 carries for 3 yards. Ryder Darnell, 1 carry for 2 yards. And unfortunately, Elias Kelleher, he gets credited with a -24-yard carry because that punt went over his head and he just fell down on the ball. So that's good. That was smart awareness of his part to save the touchdown on the play, but Westview ended up scoring on the drive. Receiving the ball, Ryder Darnell, 1 reception for 7. Dylan Ferrua, 2 receptions for 15 yards, and Bradley Thompson, 1 reception for 8 yards tonight. So it's been an uphill battle so far for McMinnville. Love to see what kind of changes they're going to make, adjustments they're going to make, and see if Bazan can make some plays out there, Brian, to some wide receivers that, quite honestly, a couple times had some really excellent chances to make the play, just came to the ground, ball got knocked away at the last minute, whatever it was. You can definitely see they have a size advantage at times against some of the smaller defensive backs, but you got to make those plays at the right times, and so far McMinnville struggled a little bit with that.
All that leads up to a score of 20-0, Westview in the lead. We're here from Wildcat Stadium from on the campus of Westview High School as we will have the second half coming up, but we're going to take another break here and get some of the our great sponsors in there. I want to thank you for listening to us and watching us here on YamhillToday.com. Don't go away. Once again, Westview leads 20-0 here at halftime. We'll be back with more right after this. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Uddy has been serving McMinnville, Amity, Carlton, and Dayton. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Uddy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process, from low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement. They are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
Big boxes, Keith Urban guitars.
Big Box is music.
Big Box is Hello Kitty loungers.
Big Box is recliners.
Big Box Returns is leather and fabric sectionals.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box Returns, probably the best store in the entire world. Probably.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back here to Wildcat Stadium, our score is 20-0. You notice I had a little Wildcat thing in there, Jeff.
Yes.
You remember why, don't you?
Well, yes.
The Colorado Wildcats, the Professional Indoor Football League I used to be the announcer for.
I was going to say, I thought you were talking about.
No, not Linfield. I did that too, but for the Colorado Wildcats.
Okay.
Professional Indoor Football League.
You've done lots of Wildcats. Then.
I have. The Wildcat is the most common mascot.
Is it really?
It is.
In colleges,
in
huh?
college,
or just, I guess, for everything.
At college and high school football, it is.
Now, that's interesting that there's none in the NFL.
Ooh.
Or the major leagues.
You know what?
Or NBA.
The Portland Wildcats.
Or the NBA.
Yeah.
Or hockey.
There you go.
I don't believe there's any for men's or women's soccer.
Coyote. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to ponder, isn't it?
That is very interesting.
If you were going to start a team, what would the team be that you would start? I know what mine would be. And I know it's going to be and I want to start my own baseball team.
Okay.
It's going to play in the minor leagues.
Okay.
Could be a wood bat league.
Yeah.
The McMinnville Noble Rot.
Interesting.
It's a wine term.
I know it is.
It's a great term. Can you imagine the things you could do with that? So when you start the team, just make sure it's credited to me.
Yeah, I will. We got it on tape now.
That's right.
It's out on the interwebs forever.
It's real.
I was interesting. I don't know if you saw it driving in, probably the way you came. Probably not, because I think you came at 217. But
yeah.
I coming in on 26, and I drove by the new stadium for the minor league Hillsboro Hops. It's looking pretty good. And the scoreboard.
Oh, really?
It's not all up. Just the big steel stanchions are up. It's gonna be pretty big.
Wow!
And you can see the stadium, the new stadium in the foreground, and in the background's the old stadium. And I always thought the old stadium was kind of nice and kind of good size.
Yeah.
This one makes it look tiny.
Wow.
I mean, it's not major league size. Don't get me wrong or anything, but it makes it look tiny. And the Major League Baseball, of course. Forced, I guess, is the right word.
A
lot of teams that didn't have MLB worthy stadiums and locker rooms and dugouts and training facilities and all that. They required them if you want to keep your team. And we have one leaving Oregon, unfortunately, with the Eugene Emeralds.
Right.
I don't know where they ended up going.
I was going to say. They may not know.
Okay, they may not know. I was going to say because I know. We've gone to games down there before.
Yeah. Well, you look what happened to Salem Kaiser Volcanoes.
Yep, gone.
So, yeah.
Yep. So, and you think about that stadium, was it built 25 years ago? It was pretty nice.
1997.
Yeah, so 28 years ago. You think about that. It was a pretty nice stadium when it first came into being, and they got pretty good crowds out there. But, the facilities, I don't think were the best for the players.
No, they're not.
The umpires and that sort of thing, and that's what Major League Baseball wanted to do, was to gravitate towards more professional type of ball fields. And I think maybe they want to have better replay abilities at these teams, and maybe even going to the auto umpiring that has been rumored to be coming to Major League Baseball in the next couple of years. The auto strike zone type of thing, and so we'll see what happens, but. It is definitely an interesting time to be a minor league baseball fan for sure.
It is, and there's other options now too.
Yes.
I mean, you look at the College Wood Bat League.
Yep.
Totally a fan.
It's fun.
It's great, and of course, part of it is having that old Chimeka. It brings back memories for me personally.
Yep, me too.
But it's fun. And baseball is great. Baseball is winding down, and a lot of people say that it takes a back seat to football. Except for the greatest time of the year,
October.
My birthday. Watch baseball, football all at the same time, and have cake.
And basketball is shortly around the corner there too.
Yes,
towards the end of the month.
Yes,
so,
it is.
You get everything going, and one of your favorite players has the nickname of Mr. October. So
Reggie.
All right. Well, we got 14 seconds till this game resumes, and. Like to see a little fire here from McMinnville coming out. They're going to get the ball to start this half. And
what do they have to do? What do they have to do differently than they did in the first half besides get some yards?
The defense, I thought, did pretty good. Like I say, they gave up 200 yards, but they were in short field positions many times and two over on downs. So, they're not afraid to go in there and make the big plays. It's just the offense kind of seemed to not get an identity, Brian. They would maybe pass 3 passes in a row and then run twice and then pass and then run 4 times. And it seemed just a little bit disjointed to me. Let's see if they can clean that up here as we start the second half.
Momentum? That's what they need?
They need momentum because they certainly lost it at the end of the first half there in the last minute and a half.
All righty, as we get ready here for the third quarter. Going to do the necessary things to get it going as the Westview Wildcats will be kicking. Yes, that is a pole in the middle of the screen. It has been there pretty much all night. So hopefully most of the action will remain down here. We want it on the other side of the field, actually. We don't want it on this side here in the second half.
No, we want
the third quarter.
We want it hard to describe.
Yeah, the fourth quarter, then it's going to be easier. That means we're scoring. Here we go. Here is the kick.
I lost the ball.
Yeah, I did too.
There it is.
Somebody's going to get it. There it is. It's going to be taken at the 25. Go across the 30.
That should be 15 yards right there. Yep. That's
there comes the flag.
Horse collar tackle right there. So attack on from the 27, 28-yard line, and you're going to get way out to the 42. There's a kind of Westview right on cue, gets a penalty.
and really, they've been doing that all night.
They have. This is going to be the best field position for McMinnville to start a drive.
Wow.
Going to be way out to the 42-yard line, I'm thinking.
With all this going on, Jeff, that breeze feels wonderful.
Isn't it like manna from heaven? It is delightful.
I'm so happy right now. Bring
Did
on
you stay
fall.
hydrated at halftime? Did you?
Always.
Okay.
Always and forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready for tomorrow. Big game tomorrow is Oregon and Oregon State both play. Oregon State taking on Fresno State, and the Ducks taking on Oklahoma State.
And I will say I'm very pleased with the temperature because if you remember the second game of the year last year, it was like 1,000 degrees. It was like sitting on the surface of the sun. This one's going to be about 70 at kickoff for both games.
It's going to be a little chilly.
It's going to be delightful is what it's going to be.
Awesome. It's going to be short weather, I think.
There you go.
Handoff right up the middle, and a big run there by the Grizzlies, and that's what they need, Jeff. Get things going. A huge run of 8 yards, almost 9 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give them 9 out there
nice.
to the 49-yard line, and that was Bradley Thompson on the carry.
Thompson, okay.
And I was going to say, that's one of the ways you can negate some of that speed, Brian, is run right at it. And you had some big fellas up front making a huge hole for Thompson to run through.
And that's going to be the key, is that offensive line. Here we go. Bizon's going to throw it, and he has it almost picked off. That was way too early. He is going to Ferrua. He likes to throw to him, as we've already seen in this game. And unfortunately, he kind of led the defensive back a little too much, too, because he went right after it.
He did, and I tell you what, he gets his hand on that ball. It's 26-0.
Fortunately, he didn't. Wow. 11-18 to go here in the third quarter.
But you can see the size advantage that McMinnville's wide receivers have on these smaller, thinner defensive backs. So post them up, Brian. Take them down low and post them up.
And here is going to be a run off to the right side behind the pole. And it's going to be close to a first down. Don't think he got it as a helmet comes flying off from your quarterback. So we're going to see the second-string quarterback out there as running out there is going to be Nate Bomba. Nate Bomba, taller than Bizon, definitely. And new QB2.
Yeah, 4th and 1.
And that's a huge play to bring in QB2, but you have to. On this, and actually coming into the sideline is Ben McKay to get the sign, and Ben McKay is going to be there. So it is going to be McKay as a QB2, the senior, and huge position is 4th and 1. Does he keep it and maybe run? It looks like that Westview is thinking that might be what they're doing, and he's going to run to the outside. He's going to stutter step. He's going to go forward, and he's going to get a first down, I think. And they're going to mark it at the 35. It is going to be a first down for QB2, Ben McKay.
He was decisive on that play, Brian. That's how he got that first down. He saw a hole up inside quickly and ran it right in there to get the first down to the 46-yard line. So good run by the backup QB to come in and be ready to make a play.
And just going off to the left as one of the receivers is McKay. He'll be out there as Bizon is back in shotgun formation, as they are pretty much snapping right behind the pole, and it's going to be a handoff right up to the right side and going forward, and a pretty good run there. And once again, that is Thompson.
Yep. Again, straight at him.
Yeah.
Straight at him. Nothing fancy. Get the hand over the balls. He's going to get down to the 40-yard line, so pick up of 6 there for Thompson. And this is a good start to this drive here, Brian.
Yeah, really like it. Take some time off the clock and be successful. Get some first downs.
Yep.
That's exactly what they need to do. And even in a 4th and 1 position, and you throw in your backup quarterback, and you're successful that way too.
Hate to say it, but they've already doubled their yardage total for the game.
And here we go, and it's going to be a run to the right side. And it is going to be Bizon with the run. And you're going to see that, I think, Jeff. You're going to see him keep the ball, and it's going to be more of an option-style quarterback. I think it's going to be where their success is going to lie.
Again, decisive to cut up. It was a design to the outside, but he saw a hole up in the middle and was decisive down to the 35-yard line for another first down, second first down on this opening drive for McMinnville.
And to get there, he's going to have some guys open up the holes for him. Oscar Lagunas in there, as Hayes Wrigley are going to be key in there to opening the holes and blasting the defensive line. And we've got Westview.
Free 5.
Yeah, and you have their own players throwing their hands up like, not again. And you can tell right away it's right on them. And Coach Dan Weaver is talking to his staff and going to get a few other guys out there to
he's not happy right now.
Yeah. He's happy with the score, just not happy with some of the things that are happening down there with the 9th penalty, 10th penalty?
That would be 10 for 85 yards.
Okay. All righty. 8:59 is we have had the clock ticking quite a long time, which is great for McMinnville. That's what they want. And they need to put some points on the board, though, as Bizon, shotgun formation.
Might have had a false start there on the offense, so give it right back to him.
Lots of flag, lots of one. Only the 3rd, maybe, for McMinnville? Second? Well, multiple flags. So.
Yes, there you go. But only one of them counts.
That's right. So only this, which is great. First game of the season, Jeff.
Yeah.
I know you've struggled a little bit offensively.
Yeah.
But first game of the season and only one flag.
Yeah.
We've seen season openers that have been different than that.
Yes, we have. So really good job by the coaching staff. One in each half. And, Brian, that is one of those penalties, though, that is a momentum killer, can be a momentum killer. You got some good things going here, and it's, you're still 1st and 10. You were 1st and 5. You would always like to have 1st and 5, of course, but you're 1st and 10, so you're not behind the sticks. But I always felt better about 1st and 5 than 1st and 10.
Here we go. As Bizon's going to roll to the left. He's going to throw to the center of the field, and he overthrows his tight end who is going across the field, or his receiver is Ferrua once again. He is just deadlocked on throwing to him every time, it seems like.
Yep.
And that's tough. And your offensive line does a good job on the run game, but maybe struggle a little bit in the passing game as they throw a new football out there as well for Bizon with 8:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, pass blocking is definitely a different skill set than run blocking, Brian. You gotta be really quick on your feet and lateral movement, whereas run blocking, you can go straight ahead. And so there's some definite differences between the two, and a lot of teams struggle with one or the other.
Run blocking's a lot more fun.
Yes, it is. You get to smash somebody.
Exactly.
Instead of be smashed.
Exactly. Here we go. Bizon's going to hand it off right up the middle, and Thompson's going to take a couple hard hits. He was wrapped up, as I'm guessing he's down to 32-ish, and maybe a gain of a couple. Going to bring up now. Oh, they gave him a little bit more than that, but he's got about 6 yards now to go for a first down. 8:17 to go, 3rd and 6.
Just a hard run inside. Again, they're running straight at the pressure and not around it, which is an obvious adjustment that they've made at halftime, Brian.
Ferrua on the far side. Sorry, Jeff.
No worries.
Single coverage over on the far left side. Let's see if Bizon is going to look for him. He's going to keep it himself, and really nothing there as they try to do a little option at the handoff, and then it was just the pocket collapsed, and coming up there with a big stop for Westview and kind of shaking his hands, and rightfully so, is Nick Lee, the senior.
That play right there tells me that McMinnville was going to go for it on 4th down regardless of what happened there.
Well, it is 4th and 6 now, and with 7:27 to go in the third quarter, trailing 20-0. You might as well.
Yep, you got nothing to lose. It's a nice long drive, though. 5 minutes almost off the clock here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, they've had the ball the entire time.
Yep.
So we'll definitely take that. Let's see what they do, and look for number 15 over here on the far right of your screen. Bizon, shotgun formation. He's going to run to the left side, and he is going to keep going, and he is not going to get it. And it's going to be a stop. Westview is going to take over on downs, as may have got a couple yards there, if maybe a 1 yard, actually.
I was going to say.
As we're now under 7 minutes at 6:58 to go. Westview takes over on downs, leading 20-0 here in the third quarter.
It was a promising opening drive.
Yeah.
Brian, to start this quarter.
5 minutes off the clock, take it. Would have loved to get some points, but you got
100%.
you got a little bit of confidence in there, and like, hey, we can do this. And now you're going to ask your defense to step up and make a stop. And now it'll be interesting to see what Westview does. Do they run the ball, try to run clock off there, and not show anything for the rest of their opponents? We'll see what they decide to do. Shotgun formation. There's just going to be a throw across the center once again, and that's been the throw that cost the Grizzlies a big touchdown.
Yep.
And right there, they gave the stop.
To Kai Smith again. He's been very good as we have an injured player out on the field.
A little cramping out there.
And that is prevalent, something you see, often in a first 1 or 2 football games is cramps, unfortunately. Can be a big part of it. And, you can always think you're hydrated, but a lot of times you're not.
No, with this humidity and, the heat, even though it's been cloudy, it's still 88 when I was driving up here.
Not just tonight's humidity. It's been humid the last week or two.
Right.
So that can get affect you, especially as you're playing an athlete at this level.
Heck, it affects me in class.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sitting here and I'm sweating.
Here we go. We'll hand off, draw right up there on the left side.
Looks like we might have a flag again.
Oh, why not? Yeah, there is one back on the 41-yard line of the Westview area. And my guess is they'll move it off. I can't remember how. We're 12 now, 13?
This will be 11.
11, okay.
But close. I mean, you're ballpark.
Okay,
you're
got ahead
ballpark.
of it. But it just seems like a lot, and really, if you're Coach Dan Weaver, you're thinking, hey, we got to clean this up. First game, you're going to have those, though.
Yes, there's going to be some. But 11, it might be a little more than what you'd hope for.
Yes. As the clock continues to run, 6:40 to go in the third quarter. I don't think Westview is in any hurry to get things going.
No.
And it was funny, Jeff. We'll talk about it here after this play.
Okay.
But we are here in the press box of the softball team, which is kind of fun. And here is the snap, and there's the throw, and it is incomplete. And I think the Grizzlies kind of stopped the receiver.
Yeah.
And rightfully or wrongfully, it was effective.
It was. I'm just going to leave it to that. I think there could have been a flag, but.
And now look over there into the press box. There's only one light on in the press box over there at Wildcat Stadium. So it's a good thing we are over here because we wouldn't have much light to work with.
We got very much light here. It's very nice.
Yeah, we are in the plush boxes of the softball team.
Yeah, nice little lean back chair here.
I know. I'm about ready to take a nap.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
Okay. You are comfortable though.
I am.
Here we go, and they are going to a little draw play right up the middle, and the Grizzlies
are
right on it. Good job, and then there may be a horse collar or a face mask.
Yep, one of the two.
That's a tough one because they had them stopped, and then all of a sudden you can just see the flag going in. Get the call from the official there. Still discussion is going on. It's 6:13 to go in the third quarter. It is Westview 20, McMinnville nothing. And it is going to go against the Grizzlies. I didn't see. All I saw was...
It was face mask.
Okay.
Yeah. Landon was, McGirvin. I'm thinking about last year as the starting linebacker for McMinnville, Landon. McGirvin, though, in there for a nice play, but unfortunately he's got his hand up as he went to make the tackle and drug the receiver down. So the ball's going to be put out to the 40. I think they're calling incidental on that one, so that's good. It's only a 5-yard penalty against McMinnville.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 15. It should be 15. They haven't changed it yet. For Westview with 6:08 to go. Here they go. They're going to pitch it. They're going to throw a halfback pass with the left-handed thrower, and he's not going to get it. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run here, and he is going to get a hit there. A nice job defensively by the Grizzlies to stay with it. Yes, you gave up a few yards, but you didn't give up anything huge that really hurt you, even though you came up with, let's see, about 10, 11 yards on the run.
Troy Redmond there, and he was looking for a deep wide receiver down there, Smith. But McMinnville did a good job of staying with him and made a tough play there. They get the ball out to the 47-yard line. Is that? Yeah.
Sounds good to me. It looks about right.
7. I'm going to give him 7, okay? We're just, you can check your newspaper in the morning if you want to for the real deal.
Here we go. Shotgun formation, going to roll around to the right side. Going to throw it across the right side, and it is, let's see, they're going to say he is down, and it's going to be a reception. There's a flag back there on the 44-yard line as well.
We got 2 flags out there, or just the one on the far side?
I see the one on the far side.
That could be a targeting type of situation there because that was a missile. And that is a point of emphasis for officials this year is targeting and defensive players.
And, of course, the first game, you're always going to have them a little hyper-vigilant.
Yep. Want to set the tone for the rest of the year.
5:14 to go. Just a reminder, next week we will be on the road once again at Sandy High School. And the pregame show will be at 6:45, and the kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. And, Jeff, first game of the year, what do we get?
We got one. I shouldn't have thrown it.
Pick it up. Pick up the laundry. We get one every game, it seems like.
We do.
And so there it is. And so no flag on the play. And then really they came together and talked about it.
Yeah.
We joke about it, but it is probably the right call.
So this is 4th and 1 again, Brian.
Yes, it is.
McMinnville has turned 2 of these away from 4th and 2. Let's see what they can do here.
5:14 to go.
Clock should be moving.
Now there you go. Now they're going to get it going. 5:13 now, and now we're down to 5:08. Here come the Wildcats. One receiver here on the near side, 4th and 1. What did they decide to do? Do they try to pack up the box? The Grizzlies are showing blitz here.
Got timeout.
And it's like they might decide to do that. They're counting the players on the field, and now the official and Coach Weaver is jumping up and down on the far side.
Practice for these things could be fun next week for Westview is all I'm going to say.
Oh, it could be interesting at least. 4:48 left to go in the third quarter. Our score is 20-0. It's all Westview, but a big 4th down and 1. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
As we come back to action, big 4th and 1 here in the third quarter. Score is 20-0 in favor of the Wildcats. But here we go. Westview trying to get a first down. They're going to go right up the middle, and they're going to break it first down a little bit more and roll around the left side, and it's going to be a first down for Westview. That's a tough one, Jeff.
That is a tough one.
Almost looks like they had him stopped, but he just rolled to the right just a little too much, and give him credit for the run.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 9 yards on that one, and that's Xander. First carry of the second half for him. But it is a first down. I tell you what, Brian, I look right down in front of us here walking. See Coach McGurvin right there. And I'm just like, wonder what's going through his head as he's watching this game, because I know his son's playing, but does he go into coach mode? You know what I mean? Like, head coach of McMinnville for many, many years, and now he's just out there getting to enjoy watching his son play football. It's kind of cool.
I think he's in coach mode, though.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like it, doesn't it? Doesn't that body language?
Yes, it is. Here we go as they come out here. Barton looks. He throws here to the end zone, has a receiver, touchdown. Easy play, wide open. And coming up with the score is Anthony Rogers. Nice pass play. Didn't see that touch in the pregame show.
No.
Pregame warm-up.
No, we did not.
But they saw it there, and when it really counted.
It was a beautiful play, and Rogers was way beyond the defensive backfield there, wide open. A beautiful dart thrown by Barton to really open up this lead. Now 26-0 for the home team tonight, Brian, Westview Wildcats.
Yeah, it's a tough one. As they come on to kick the
going to kick the point.
Looks like they are going to kick it. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, and there's the kick. And it looks like it's going to be no good.
But you would never know it from the crowd on the far side.
The crowd's a ways away.
Yeah.
However, the kick is no good, but the score is 26-0 with 4:04 to go. We'll take a break. Grizzlies trail to Westview here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back to action here at Westview Wildcat Stadium at Westview High School. It's been all Westview here tonight, 26-0 with 4:04 to go. As they get ready to kick. And here it is, and we're going to talk a little bit more about our position here as the kick goes into the end zone. And the Grizzlies will take over with, as I said, 4:04 to go in the third quarter. A couple people have mentioned or asked about interesting view tonight, Brian, and yes, it is. We are in the press box of the softball stadium. And so I think David Mim, you're right. We have a great view of home plate. So we can open this up and we can call balls and strikes as well. So maybe afterwards we'll have a game that breaks out here.
Well, you can go pitch.
I could. I could. Well, it's a little faster than I pitched, though. But so this is why we're here. The view's great when we're right here on this side of the end zone. So here we go as Bison hands it off on the right side, and nothing there. Yep. And that was Thompson, I believe. No,
yes,
that
was Thompson. Bradley.
That's McKay. It was McKay with the run.
Was it?
It was.
Okay, I'll give it to McKay.
I know. I finally got it right. I had my glasses on and everything.
Well, you can see there, though, Brian, when did they have their success on the last drive? Straight up the middle on the runs. Right there, the speed, loss of 1 on the outside for Westview. So I know you got to keep them honest and you want to keep people, playing the whole field, but that's been a tough position for McMinnville right there, trying to use speed to the outside because Westview certainly has them covered in that regards.
Yeah, they really do. I think you're right, Jeff. Run up the middle. Bizon is in shotgun formation. McKay Thompson's in the backfield. Bizon's going to step up. He's going to step through now, and he's going to run. He's going to go up to 20, and he's gained about 2 or 3 yards there, and a short gain for the Grizzlies. He's going to bring up third down and about 9.
8 carries for 11 yards tonight for Bizon.
Yeah,
the run game has just been stymied.
It really has. I mean, you got some guys up there who are really filling the holes for Westview and making plays and allowing their linebackers to come in there and do that, which is the key. That
is the key, Brian. You have your front 3 or 4 eat up all the offensive line blockers and let the linebackers clean up, and that's what they've been doing tonight.
trips over on the far side. Bizon's going to look and look. He's going to dump it off into the middle, and he's got, a guy there. However, nowhere to run, and Thompson is just going to be stymied there at the 18-yard line. They're going to maybe give him a gain of 1.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
That brings up 4th down, and he's going to come off gingerly.
He did. He took a pretty good pop there.
All right, they didn't take much time off the clock. There's 2:29 and counting as they will bring on the kicking team. Kellner is back there at the 9-yard line. I'd say just outside the 8, inside the 9. Like how I phrased that?
Yes.
Okay, just making
because
sure.
there's no what?
Yes, there is no half-yard line. As their kick is going to go to the right side in front of the Grizzly bench. Going to be taken, and he shakes off one tackler, takes off a second tackler, still on his feet, breaks another one, and finally gets taken down, not before the crowd goes pretty crazy over there on the far side. I know we kind of said it was a light crowd for the fans at the start of the game, but they're just late arriving, and they definitely filled it up, and it's great to see. And the band's over there as well. And no, there's an injury, looks like for Westview, maybe a cramp down there.
Yep.
Talking about bands, Jeff, did you hear about the thing? Did you see that thing I sent you? I think I sent it to you. Oregon Live had a story about the band directors.
In Portland, not.
In Portland, yeah.
Yes.
And so they are not giving them a stipend, and so they kind of expected them to show up and do their thing. And
they said no. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Could they, and I don't know, this since you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Could the school district send if they have any student music teachers, because they don't pay them.
They could.
I don't know, but I don't know if they can take full responsibility for this. The band.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
You're still in supervision mode. You're still
right. And so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're allowed to. But that was just a thought that I had. But I was just like, wow, that's.
What if you don't have student teachers?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I'm not saying everybody has one, because I know a lot of, especially first semester. Do you have a lot of student teachers first semester typically?
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes
you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, could they send a student teacher? But I just don't know about the liability and can they really be in charge and that sort of thing.
There's a lot to it, and then I'll bring in the union thing too, and there's just a lot. As we come back to action, they're going to throw across the right side as a receiver, and it is incomplete. He was there, and just a little short on the throw.
Just a little bit, but boy, he was wide open.
Yes, he was. This is going to be a big break for McMinnville. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
And I'm a little surprised that they tried that, to be honest, up 26-0. Totally, at this point, really have a stranglehold on the game.
And I wouldn't want to show anything either.
No.
I mean.
Yeah, especially, they're in the Metro League. So, there's some big boy schools that play in the Metro League, Brian. So you might want to keep a play or two up your sleeves there, so to speak, as they just go back to a run now. And uh-oh.
And that run breaks it, and he's going to have a chance to break another tackle. And he gets a big gain to the 35-yard line, pick up about 15, 16-ish. And it's like he's down too, a little bit of a cramp as well. And it's that time of the night where the cramps start coming out after this humid night and humid day. With 1:42 to go as they are going to work on him. And it's just tough, You try the best you can, Jeff. You talk about hydrating and, everything you can do. And it's not easy.
Well, and they're high school kids, right? So
it's hard.
It is.
You have teachers who don't want to know. I mean, it's hard. You carry water bottles with you. I mean, you're in classes today all day.
Yep.
You think like an NFL player. Are they going to work?
No, they're going to work.
They're going to work, and they're there. They're hydrating. They're doing
and they got
stuff.
trainers that make sure that they eat the right things and that they're getting the right nutrients and the electrolytes and whatever. And these are high school kids, so I'm sure they're drinking water and that sort of thing.
To the best of their ability.
To their best of their ability. But they're also, they might go out for a little McDonald's after practice or, those sorts of things. So we remember what it's like to be in high school. And be able to eat whatever you
I
want
think
to.
I think it's a little different nowadays
Do
too.
you?
I think they are a little more regimented. Some of the serious players.
Okay, look at him. He's got the way he's got
tight.
That's me this morning when I got out of bed, Brian, because I had a really bad cramp in the middle of the night on my left calf.
See, it happens
from
to everybody.
Sleeping. Let's go on the record and say I was sleeping.
It's the same thing as playing a
No,
football
it's
game, right?
No.
Okay.
Not even close. It's called the body is starting to just give up.
Oh, come on now. Jeffy.
Speaking of hydrating.
All right, Jeff is going to make sure he's not going to cramp up here in the last minute 42 of the third quarter. Here we go. Shotgun formation. They're going to throw it once again. Throw a cross pattern right in the middle. It's caught. Shakes off one defender and then pays the price. Turn around there. Good tackle there by McMinnville. Coming up there with the tackle is that Darnell? It is Ryder Darnell. So good job there after the catch. However, they got a first down.
Yep, 17 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, they're not just running the ball.
No, they're not. And this surprises me a little bit.
Just a little
bit. Like we were talking about, don't want to give too much away.
Right.
But maybe they're not worried about that.
Maybe they got a whole plethora of plays that they might be hiding. And here we go. They're going to throw over to the far side, and we'll screen pass, and it's going to be a first down and more, and just pushing his way, and gets to about the I'll see where they mark him. I thought he was about the 3 or 4 yard line. Yeah, that's right where he's at. So it's going to be another first down. First and goal for the Wildcats.
14 yards on that play. Right back to Connor Cruz again on the play. And it's just, right now it's coming just a little bit too easy for Westview as clock stops, of course, because he went out of down. Earlier in the game, McMinnville withstood 2 deep drives. See what they can do here, Brian. Down 26 late in the third.
Well, if I'm Westview, I would be surprised if I do anything more than just run the ball, and the Grizzlies are thinking that too. It's a low snap. They're going to hand it off to the back, and he's just going to power his way into the end zone touchdown. Almost way, it was way too easy. Almost got through there without really getting scathed as he just went through, and the LED lights come back. And this is something I'm not sure I care for, Jeff.
Yeah, not at the high school level. I got to be honest with you.
Not even the college level. I don't like that either.
I like it. Some of the schools have some really cool stuff.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, as we're still trying to get the lights back. Okay. Oh my goodness. They're trying to get some players in. Still the first game. Westview's got some things they're trying to work on, and trying to make sure everybody gets out there for the extra point. Barton is going to hold as they come on. Ochi on to kick for Westview. Ochi's kick is up, and it is long enough. But is it good enough? It is good enough. And just like that, Jeff, they make the score 33-0. Ouch.
Yeah, not what McMinnville wanted to come out and do tonight, Brian. That is for sure. It's definitely a tough hill to climb now with just over 13 minutes to go in the ball game.
Well, we got a little bit of time here. We'll talk more about some scores. It is tough to get scores this season.
Yes.
We saw that last year.
Even tougher this year from what I've seen.
Oregon Live is behind a paywall. We've got some other things too. Statesman Journal covers a lot of the Salem games, but we will still try to effort some scores for you. Jeff was able to find some earlier.
Yeah.
And our score here, of course, is 33-0. Just want to remind you that you're watching this game on YamhillToday.com. Please support our sponsors.
Yes.
They do a great job. Also listening to the game here on AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville.
Silverton goes to 2-0, one of the top teams in 5A football, Brian, as they have been for many years now. 35-6 over Thurston. And let's see, Willamina looks like they're up 28-0 over Sheridan, so a local score there for you.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
As we get ready to kick off, Last score I had from the Governor's Cup was not good. It was North Salem 21 and South Salem 7.
Scored. That's good.
It is. We'll talk more about that if we can find it, but hopefully it gets better as the kick goes, and it bounces at the 1 and then goes into the end zone, and that is a almost mistake for McMinnville, Jeff, because that ball goes the other way. Westview's going to end up on it.
They may. And you remember, Brian, last year that happened in a game
where
McMinnville players just all got away from it, and I don't remember what school it was, recovered it down like at the 15, 20-yard line because they didn't, the player didn't understand that they got to get on the ball. Once it goes 10 yards, it's live ball.
Is it the NFL or college you can do a fair catch?
Yes.
And once you do, it's
I know college you can, but I don't know about pros.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised we haven't seen that institute, too, and also kicking into the end zone, taking it at the 35-yard line.
Yes.
That's probably something that happens in the near future. Bizon drops back. He's going to throw right away, right up to his tight end. It's going to be a nice little catch, little cut route there to the 29-yard line.
Just a simple play there for 8.
That's what you want to do, and that is that Ryder. It was Ryder Darnell with the reception.
His second reception, Brian, for 15 yards tonight.
41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Trips over on the far side. One receiver here on the near side. They're looking there, and they're going to throw it. A little timing pattern, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Bomba, and just a little shade behind him.
Yep.
But Bomba also heard footsteps.
He did hear footsteps from those linebackers that we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Down to 28 seconds. That's the bad thing is, Jeff, you get a couple big plays, and then you get a drop pass, and clock stops.
And then you're behind the 8 ball, although it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and a smart play to do something like that on a 2nd and 1.
Is that Strickland in the backfield with Bizon? I think it is.
Shotgun formation. As always, Bizon's going to do the option, and he picked the wrong one.
Yeah, he should have handed that one off, huh?
He should have, because coming in there and taking him down immediately, I believe that was Jay Strand with the big sack there as they're going to drop him back there. Now it's going to bring up 4th and about 5, maybe a long 4.
Going to let the clock run out here on the third quarter, obviously.
And that's exactly what they do, and we will take the break here at the end of 3. Our score, 33-0. It's been all Westview tonight. Don't go away. You're watching YamHillToday.com and listening to us on AM 1260 KLYC. We'll be back right after this.
Big boxes, keep urban guitars.
Big Box is music.
Big Box is Hello Kitty loungers.
Big Box is recliners.
Big Box Returns is leather and fabric sectionals.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box Returns, probably the best store in the entire world. Probably.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back, here is the punt by McMinnville, and it goes, Jeff, you said it, nice high punt, nice bounce, nice roll, 25-yard line, and Westview takes over.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We'll take that. And you said something that was key. We missed that there, so we're coming back from break, but the snap was perfect.
It was right where you wanted as a punter, Brian. There was no doubt about that one.
All righty, the fourth quarter is here. We'll make the change up on the screen there, and 33-0, Jeff. Now your goal is just to get better.
Yes. Put some points up on the board. Let's see what we can do here, McMinnville. Maybe a turnover. That would be a good momentum shifter potentially.
It would be a great way to go out as we
might have some backups coming. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think we do. I think we got a lot of backups in there, Brian. Number 12 in at quarterback. Oh, no, that's still Charlie Barton.
That's Barton. Barton's going to get some experience. He's going to need it because it's going to be a long year. Barton's going to just toss it over there to the far side, and it's going to be a run up the left side, and it's going to be enough for a first down, it looks like. Nice little wheel route there.
Yeah, swing pass out to Heath Thompson, and he did what he needs to do, which is what he's been doing all game. Get a nice pickup of what are they putting the ball down at? Then we got an injured player at the end of the play. I hope is that Heath? That is Heath. He's got the cramp walk. So
there's got to be a song about that or something.
We could make one on AI, couldn't we?
Yeah, I'm sure. Next week, the cramp walk. Hopefully the weather is improving. Kind of like you said, tomorrow's supposed to be better, and I haven't looked at the long-range forecast.
I saw some rain in the forecast, potentially Monday, Tuesday.
Jackie was so excited. She mentioned that.
Was she?
She was like, look at the forecast. So I did look at it last night,
yeah.
And she did mention that there was some rain in the forecast.
Yep. Oh, actually, next Friday, there's 40% chance of rain. So
perfect.
But the highs are still in the low to mid-70s, even with the rain. So we're not quite out of the high temperatures yet. Not into the real fall temps yet.
Here we go. 1st and 10. And going to be a little handoff.
Wildcat.
The Wildcat direct snap. And it's going to be a breakaway. And it's going to be really easy. And look at the speed there.
Well, that was Troy Redmond.
Troy Redmond.
Yeah, for 62.
Huge run, and that makes it 39-0. Ugh. Unfortunately, they kind of tricked him with the Wildcat, which usually is not a play you trick a lot of people with. It's just a different option, but they just were surprised, I think, not seeing the quarterback with the ball.
I was going to say, I'm not sure anybody noticed that he came in at quarterback, to be quite honest with you, which,
it happens.
It does happen.
All righty, here we go as the Grizzlies now will be trailing. They are trailing 39-0 on to kick the extra point. We've got a great angle of it being here in the press box at the softball field, and it looks like it's going to be right.
Yep.
No, it's going to be good. Right down the middle. So that makes it 40-0. It's been a long night for the Grizzlies, and Jeff, still 11:01 to go.
Well,
that sigh says it all. I've heard it a lot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for him. Came out with some high hopes here, Brian, and we knew it was a young team. We knew that a lot of guys from last year's team, starters, high play players, were gone, and so what was going to come out and replace them? And so, this first game can, you can take it for what it's worth, put it, learn some things from it now, put it in the rearview mirror, and work on things you can improve on for the next week's game over at Sandy.
Yeah.
I mean, as really, when it's a game as lopsided as this one is, there's going to be things you can learn from, of course, but you don't want to dwell on it either, especially early on in the season.
The good thing is there is another game next week.
There is. There's 8 more games.
Yeah.
So.
You can't hang your head.
Nope.
And you're going to have a couple days of practice, and you're going to be right back at it tomorrow.
Yep.
So it's the beauty of football. And the beauty of always having another game to play. And we're still early in the season. Our score is 40-0. As we get ready for the kickoff, Westview trying to get things set up. They're still struggling. We're at 9:06 in the evening right now. So, Jeff, I think the game did slow down.
Yes, it did.
As we get ready for the kickoff. Here they go, and it's going to be a little squib kick right up the middle. It's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line. Going to try to stutter step, go right up the middle, brings the tackle, then he gets hit.
Well.
But a pretty good return there, and here comes a flag flying in after Thompson got hit there right up the middle of the field.
One of the best returns of the night for McMinnville. When he saw the hole, he turned on the Jets, but I think there's some sort of block in the back or hold or something right where that opened up for him. I have a bad feeling. So
that could be where it opened up. It could be right. As the officials are talking, and still discussing. It's funny because the game was going very quickly.
It was. First half, until I mentioned it at 7:46.
Yes, it is.
It has bogged down just a bit as we got personal foul and then a hold, I think it was. So it said they offset? Or are we going 15? Nope. Oh.
Well, they picked up the flags.
They did. So, yeah, they just give them the return there out to the 30-yard line. So, yep.
All right. So, as we come up here now with 1st and 10 with 10-17 and counting. They started the clock early. I'm not going to
I think it's running
anything.
Clock time. I think it's 35 points in the second half. I think.
There we go. Here goes the handoff, bouncing off one player, a
Nice
second
run.
player, and a good run right behind the pole. And Thompson, he's been a bright spot here tonight.
He has. He's really, the second half especially. Put the ball at the 41 there, so pickup of 11.
Grizzlies come out now and trying to get a little bit momentum because you're going to want that, and you've got next week against Sandy on the road as well. So you want to get that going. You want to get some things working. You want to make it happen. There's a good play right there. A nice job. And a nice little out pattern there. And picked up a few yards. And now they're starting to connect a little bit. That's going to be the key for next week. And just kind of get better and better. Going to be the key to practice as well.
Ball out to the 46. So 5-yard pass play there. And that was to Ben McKay.
We're at the 9:05 mark to go in this ball game. Bizon's going to hand it off, and it's going to go to the right side and try to stay with them. And maybe a short gain there for, Spencer? Coda Spencer. And I don't know how much he got there, Jeff, if any. Maybe a yard?
Well, looks like they're going to put it right back down on the 46.
All right, so no, he didn't. 8:40 to go. As the Grizzlies trying to get something going here in 3rd down, 3rd and 5 from the 46. They are on their spread package where they'll always be pretty much all season long. And then we've got a flag coming in. And is it a delay of game?
No, I think it's offsides on the
Offsides.
defense.
Well, there we go. And that's going to be awfully close now.
That is going to be very close.
Let's see. From my angle here, he looks like he has it.
Yeah.
And he does. It's going to be a first down. They didn't even measure. Hey, look at that. I don't have a great angle, Jeff. Neither do you.
I was going to say,
yours
is a little better than mine.
Just want to say.
But the pole's out of the way.
Yes. That's the best thing right there. Get that pole out of here. Here we go with 7:45 and counting.
We got false start. Oh, kids. This is where you got to hang in there as a team, man. You got to concentrate.
And there's a lot going on. You're down 40 points.
There is, no doubt.
You're tired. First game of the year.
Yep.
Starting to get chilly now. No, not really.
Yeah, I was going to say you are.
Maybe a little bit. Oh, well. We're back almost behind the pole for a couple players.
Fourth penalty for 25 yards. So that's a positive you take away from the game, Brian. Low penalty numbers.
Look at the last few years.
Yes.
It's been a lot more.
Yeah, like 10 or 12 or 9
game,
to start a game. So good job by the coaching staff to really focus in on that.
Bizon's going to throw it. Has it right in front of his bench. It is a reception. Going to be a short reception.
Out to Darnell.
Is that Darnell? Okay.
Yeah. Are we going to give him 7? Or are we going?
They gave more than I thought, so that's a good thing. Right there in front of his bench. And now we're to 6:40 and counting as Bizon gets 44. The play from the staff and runs out to the huddle.
10-yard pass play there, Brian.
We'll take that every time, won't we?
You know it.
Every time.
Actually, that might be the longest play of the game for McMinnville, and it was.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Bizon, he's going to roll to the right. He's still looking. He's going to try to change that up right now if he goes. He has a receiver, and it is caught. First down. Inside the 10-yard line. Nice pass from Bizon, and a great reception there by the Grizzlies.
That'll be
that
the
was,
longest.
guess who?
Dylan.
Farua.
Yep.
And he has been the key, and that's been his kind of guy he's locked into tonight.
Yep. Nice reception there. Third reception for him. 53 yards, leading receiver in the ballgame for McMinnville. It was really a nice job because the coverage was pretty tight there.
Yeah, it was. Biggest play of the game for McMinnville.
For McMinnville, yes.
Here we go. It is going to be first and goal now from about the 6-yard line. Handoff right up the middle, breaking through, and he's going to get down to the inside the 2-yard line, almost make it the 1. And thought about stretching out, did after he hit the ground, but a little too late there.
Ref right there on it.
Second and goal now for the Grizzlies. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see anything but that same play, Jeff.
Well, it's running right at him has been working here in the second half, Brian.
It worked a little bit in the first half, too.
A little bit.
Here we go. First and goal, they're going to say just outside the 1-yard line. They are stacking it, and here we go. Hand off, and Westview is going to stop them.
That they brought in Benson Strickland on that play, Brian. He's a smaller back compared to Bradley Thompson. A little surprised there, but here comes Thompson back in and Bradley out. So go with a little bit bigger size back there.
Jay Strand with the tackle, and Strand has made some big plays here tonight for the Wildcats. Here we go once again. Third and goal. Shotgun formation, hand off, and they're going to stop them in the backfield. Bazan should have kept that one.
Yep.
But in these players, I mean, last-second decisions, but just nowhere to run there for Thompson, as Thompson was eaten up there, and for a loss of about a yard to the 2-yard line, going to bring up fourth and goal.
Do you think keeping a 0 on the scoreboard is a big motivation for this Westview team? I think it is, too.
With 3:53 and counting, this could be the last shot for the Grizzlies to put some points up there. And Westview, you're right, Jeff. They want to keep this a shutout. Bazan, shotgun formation. 2 receivers here on the near side. Handoff. He's going to get in. They're not going to score. Handoff right up the middle. A gain of a yard to the 1-yard line. I believe that's Thompson. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Westview has stopped them, Jeff. And they are stoked. And it looks like it's not a flag. That's just a marker. And they are happy with what they've just done.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah. Stop them at the 1. Did what McMinnville did in the first half, right? Right here in front of us, as a matter of fact, twice. Yep. McMinnville was able to do that. So congratulations to them on a good defensive stand. I would have ran straight at them too, though, Brian, quite honestly, because the speed that they demonstrated on the outside, those plays would have been dead too. So going straight at them, in my opinion, was a great couple of play calls by Coach Tomlin and his coaching staff there. Right. So you didn't have a lot of options, let's say.
No.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there. All righty, here we go. We got a new quarterback in. Looks like for Westview. Try to get a number there for you as we're at 2:44 and counting. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off. Whoops, right up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Gets to the 8-yard line, and actually a nice run there. Gain of about 7.
Yep, that was number 10 on the run. Don't have his name, but he ran it out to the 8-yard line.
Caleb Bailey.
There you go.
And that may be in relation to their athletic director, Matt Bailey. So Bailey with the run of about 7, and it's going to be second down and 3 as we're down to 2:10 to go here in this ball game. And once again, it's been all Wildcats, and I should maybe update the score here in just a second as well. Thought I did. Here we go, and there's going to be a left-handed quarterback. Throws across the center. Why they're throwing, I have no idea. To catch all the way out to the 38-yard line. Nice play there by Westview, and now they're allowing their guys to open it up a little bit.
Cohen Trump there with the catch, and they put the ball down at the 38-yard line. So 30-yard pass play there.
Another first down for the Wildcats. They do lead 40-0 as they are trying to let some of the younger kids get some experience, and that's what they're going to do. And good job defensively by McMinnville that came in. They snuffed that play out right away. And coming up with the big play, Colton Parks with the stop.
Nice job by Colton to shoot in there as we just hit the 1 minute mark left in the ball game.
As they are still running the clock, and might get one more play in here tonight. As the Grizzlies, just a rough night, Jeff, and but they have a lot to learn from. And we talked about next week. We got Sandy to come in, going to Sandy.
Yep.
And let's see what they can do here. As we're down to 38 seconds, and it's like they're just going to stack it up and take a knee here. And that's the first time any quarterback has been under center all night.
Isn't that
long.
crazy?
And that is the ball game right there. We're down to 25 seconds, but they just took a knee, and they're going to run it out. And it has been all Westview. It was all Westview here tonight, and they should be happy because they really they did something here tonight that we didn't really expect.
No, I did not expect this at all, Brian. I was hoping for a little bit closer game, but McMinnville outmatched here tonight in most every aspect of the football game, as they're going to end up losing 40-0 here tonight to a pretty good Westview team that showed some weapons on offense and defense here.
Yeah, they really did, and it's fun to be back here, fun to be back in the booth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just was not McMinnville's night here tonight as they lose by a score of 40-0. Don't go away. The post-game show will be coming up, and we'll bring you stats. We'll bring you some scores if we can find them, and we'll talk about next week a little bit here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC. Back after this. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Uddy has been serving McMinnville, Amity, Carlton, and Dayton. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Uddy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
We are Big Box Returns, and we sell Costco returns. We're going to start at 30% off. But the deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
As we come back here to Wildcat Stadium from the campus of Westview High School, final score, Westview, they win 40-0 over our McMinnville Grizzlies. And, Jeff, tough night and tough one for the Grizzlies.
Yep.
But I think the stats will show us a lot.
They will show us a lot, Brian. As McMinnville, actually, they only had 17 yards at halftime. They had 123 to end the game. So there's some positives to take away there. But they gave up 445 yards total offense tonight. 6 first downs for McMinnville, 11 for the Wildcats. 93 yards passing on 9 of 17 for Bizon, which, you know, it's over 50%, so you'll take that. The problem was on the other side, 254 yards on 14 of 18 passing for 78% completion percentage. Rushing, they had 191 on 26 carries for 7.3. McMinnville had 30 yards on 29 carries for 1 yards per carry. So Turnovers, 1 for McMinnville. That was it. They punted 3 times for 31 yards. Time of possession, we got into running clock, so it's a little bit misleading. But McMinnville had the ball 26 minutes, and Westview had the ball for 22 minutes. So some of those last stats there kind of get adjusted, or not adjusted, but they get beefed up, I guess, because of the running clock situation. Looking at some of the stats individually, Charlie Barton tonight was 13 of 17 for 224 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns. Troy Redmond came in, was 1 for 1 for 30 yards. Running the ball, Xander was 12 carries, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.4 yards per carry. Troy Redmond, he carried the ball 4 times for 74 yards, including a 62-yard touchdown run when he came in at Wildcat position. And the other leading rusher, Takai Smith, 1 carry for 12 yards. On the receiving side, Takai Smith had a night, 103 yards on 6 receptions with 1 touchdown, and the other touchdown being a 37-yard pitch and catch to Anthony Rogers for a touchdown there. A couple other receivers had some 13-yard reception and a 23-yard reception for the Westview Wildcats. For McMinnville, Drew Bazan, as I mentioned, 9 of 17, 93 yards with 1 interception, no touchdowns tonight. Strickland, a starting running back who got injured early in the ball game, came back, only 4 carries for 11 yards tonight. Bradley Thompson, leading rusher in the game for McMinnville, 33 yards on 10 carries. Drew Bazan, 9 carries for 8 yards tonight. So really an uphill battle of rushing the ball tonight. Actually anything on the offensive side of the ball. Ryder Darnell, 3 receptions for 26 yards. Dylan Ferrara, 3 receptions for 53 yards. And Bradley Thompson, 2 receptions for 9. And Ben McKay towards the end of the game, 1 reception for 5. So really a tough night for McMinnville all the way around. Brian, I know they came out excited and wanted to do some things, and they did. That first quarter where they had 2 defensive stands deep, those were shining moments, and something I hope that the defense can take down the road, that they know they can stop teams. But once things kind of started snowballing, especially in that last minute and a half of the first half, where they gave up 2 touchdowns in 35 seconds, that really kind of shifted the momentum, and you could kind of feel it here on the McMinnville side of the football field.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough to take the 40-point loss. However, you got to get better. You will get better, and the season will hopefully just progress, and we'll make it a better season and better outcomes here, and they'll get better as they prolong the season, and then that's what the goal is.
That is the goal. 100%.
Next week against Sandy, and we'll be there live, bringing all the action. I want to thank all our sponsors. Rich Udy, thank you so much for your sponsorship here tonight. Also, Macy & Son Funeral Directors. All the sponsors are just great, and they do a wonder for us, and we really appreciate everything they do to keep McMinnville football here on the air on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC Radio. Final score, 40-0. Jeff, next week, we'll see you there.
You will see me out in the Great Plains of Sandy.
All right, and we'll bring you the action, 6:45 pregame show, and then also we'll start off 7 o'clock. And before we go, Jeff has got a few scores to pass along.
Willamette 27, South Medford nothing. Hood River Valley 28, Reynolds 20. Banks over Santiam Christian 41-14 in the fourth. McMinnville, of course, lost to Westview 40-0. Cleveland losing to Park Rose 32-0. Klamath losing to Mazama 28-13 in the third. Cascade Cougars over Redmond 19-0 at the half. Dallas Dragons ended up winning. I know it's 13-0 here on the score that we have, but it was about 30-6, I think, was the final score there. Let's see if we can find Sunset 21, Tigard 28 at the half. Willamina was up 28-0 over the Sheridan Spartans. Dayville beat Huntington 68-0 and I think Summit 5A, they got a team, Brian. 42-0 over, or 42-7, excuse me, over Roseburg. They beat up on Sprague last year, playing up a level, and boy, they are really turning it on. Tualatin 13, Jesuit University 7. I mean Jesuit.
Wow. Final?
Final.
All right, we'll take that.
But then 51-7, Sheldon losing to Lake Oswego, 51-7.
Wow.
There's some upsets tonight. Forest Grove 35 over Century. Nothing.
That's a huge upset.
So,
that's
so we got
good.
some upsets here in the game tonight. I'm glad I could find those. Had some upsets tonight. So unfortunately, McMinnville, not an upset, but it's definitely not the way you wanted to start the season. But you move on now. You put this one in the rear view. You look at some tape. You learn some things, and then you move on and get ready for Sandy next Friday night.
All righty. It should be fun, and we'll bring you all the action here. And we'll start with the pregame show, 6:45, and the kickoff at 7 p.m. You can watch all the action here on YamHillToday.com, and then also on AM 1260 KLYC.
One more score at the half. West Salem 26, Sprague nothing.
That's a good thing, too. I won't tell you that North leads 35-26 over South Salem.
Oh, but
9:35.
To go in the game?
Yes.
Well, that's only a 2-score game.
I know. But
Sprague is a 4-score game. Anyways.
Hey, it was fun. It was fun talking to everybody and having everybody join us here tonight. And we do really appreciate it. And we appreciate all our sponsors and everybody else. So thank you. And we will see you next week. And, Jeff, it's been fun. We'll see you in Sandy.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. From AM 1260 KLYC and YamHillToday.com.
With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run!